Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning, good morning. Hope y'all are well today. It's a beautiful day. It's Monday. We got a few things gapping up this morning, so give me 1 second. We'll look at it. Look at CLVS, guys. Clovis Oncology. I think I'm gonna add this one to my stream name. Let me see. I'm sorry, this is a new song. I don't know what song this is. What's up, team? Look at CLVS though, man. This one's popping. CLVS. All right, so we got EYEG looking good. It's definitely at the top of my list today. EYEG. We got AIM here, second on the list. AIM. Then we got CLVS, which recently popped off here. CLVS, which honestly it had a much larger win and it's kind of pulling back some, but it's sitting at 540s now, so it's worth a watch, I think. Sitting at 540s. We're keeping an eye on CLVS as well. Clovis Oncology. We have NK as well, a little bit more expensive than we typically trade, but NK sitting at 13. We're watching that. We got CRBP sitting at 180s. We're keeping an eye on that. We got CBLI sitting at 320s here, team. So we got a decent amount of stocks to watch this morning. Yeah, I mean, what we've had a lot lately, guys. What's up, Kyle? Yeah, I mean, so what we've been getting every day in the market mostly is like we've been getting some low volume gaps, right? We've been getting low volume gap ups early on, but most of the time before the opening bell, we're going to get at least another 2 or 3 that pick up in volume that we see start to rip. And so while it looks slow right now, it's still pretty early. There's still a little bit less than an hour and a half before the open. And so with that, I'm sure we'll get a few other stocks that pop off, you know. Yeah, maybe, Kyle. We'll see, bro. Yeah, honestly, if you guys caught my video this weekend, man, it's been one of the best weeks. It's been one of the best months I've ever had. Like, this last 3 weeks, I have not lost. I mean, I've lost. That's misleading. I have not had a losing day, I mean, in 3 weeks. So I've ended every single day green in the last 3 weeks. I'm honestly really, really excited about it. Because, if you guys know me, you guys know I used to seriously question penny stocks. And understandably so. You guys know me, I'm a natural skeptic as it is, right? But they work. They work. I can't really say much else about it aside from the strategies work on them, at least the ones I'm trading. And if you scalp them like me, I mean, I scalp these moves. And you know, if you can not be greedy, take a little 5 cents from it, scalp it quick and get out. It works. You know, there's not much else to really say about it. Alright, I gotta change the song. It's too much. Hey, what's up, Andrew? IDEX. I mean, looks like a large float, no? Float's gotta be big, huh? See a few people talking about NXTD. What's the float of IDE? I mean, NXTD's still not that bad. I mean, I might... The float of IDEX is 194 million shares, which is what I thought. It looked like a large float just based off of the movement of IDEX, and so with that, the float's just too large for me, brother. I'm not saying it won't go up. I'm just saying for me to actively scalp this thing, I need a small float. I need enough volume coming in that looks good, and it doesn't look like it has neither one of those. Or it doesn't look like it has either one of those. But yeah, we're watching it regardless. Main watch is EYEG, and look at this one start to push up to 690s here. Look at the volume come in here for EYEG. Listen, I've been trading a little bit often, a little bit more in pre-market. And trading in pre-market has worked very well this week. I've made money in pre-market this week, believe it or not, and so I'm not necessarily opposed to trading this pre-market move. But we need something that looks good, so we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna trade. I trade every day. Watch this video. Are you following the warrior trading strategy? No. I don't know what the warrior trading strategy is. I don't think there's just one. But this is a system that I built myself. It has nothing to do with warrior trading. You know. But here, I'll post this video so if you guys want to see what I'm talking about. Yeah, so here's the video. Oh. Hey, thank you, Isaias. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm not sure if I am, but yeah, these are the... That's the penny stock strategies I use right there. It's honestly a very simple system. It's very simple. It's looking for major confirmed support and resistance levels and then playing off of those levels. Specifically looking for major confirmed support and then looking for the VWAP, to converge around that support and then look for pullbacks to that VWAP and support level, giving us twice more buyers at that spot and then just scalping out. That's really it. That's it. It works really well, you know. I also use some of the moving average crossovers in there as well. You guys know that, so I do use moving average crossovers. But yeah, that's basically it. CCRC. We got NK here, making moves. AIM, looking good, AIM. Alright, so let's go start looking up some Hey, thank you, Kyle. I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, if y'all don't know Kyle over here, my man Kyle Vu, that man's the champ of scalping. I always messed with him and said, when I grow up, I want to be like Kyle. Because that dude, honestly, I just want that much equity. Because, like, I think as scalpers, like, I think Eric as well. I think Kyle, Eric, they know how I'm exploiting scalping, right? They understand it because they do it themselves. And so yeah, y'all go check out Kyle's channel. I don't even know if he's still pushing his channel lately, but y'all go check his out. But like with scalping, it takes like a certain mentality that you have to have with them, and it works. One thing I think one of the other reasons that I've been much more successful lately is because I doubled my account. And so I added some more money to my account, which gives me way more equity to trade. It gives me way more trades I can take per day. And so one of the things about scalping is that, like, in my opinion, it has much more favorable probabilities because it's like if you only let me trade twice a day, I might lose a significant percentage of that time. But if you let me trade 10, 15 times a day and just actively scalp, I'll almost always end green because even if I start off red, favorable probabilities in play add up more when you have more trades to take. And so that is what I think has really helped me in these last 3 weeks as well. But we'll see. Maybe I'll just take a huge red day. That's possible too. Market's down though. The SPY is down as well. Is that Lil Jon in the song? Is he saying okay? Yeah, I mean, Francis, that's part of it, though, dude. I don't know how many times I'll watch a stock just rip up after I exit, but you got to take the green and just move on. I mean, you're going to miss moves in scalping. That's part of it. Like, you're going to miss broader moves there, and that's an understandable thing. I mean, we can't avoid it. It's inevitable. We're gonna miss moves in scalping. You just regroup. Like, I don't mind taking multiple trades in one move, you know? Like, I'll buy it there, sell it. If it looks good again, I'll buy it again and sell it again and just limit my risk. EYEG is starting to push up to over 7s. We'll start looking up some catalysts right now as well here, team. It'll be catalyst time. Alright, so the first one we're taking a look at is, again, EYEG. And I like this range here. Look at this range between 6 and 720s. This range right here is interesting, and I think if it breaks this 720 level and then holds, the next step is for it to break 750. But if it can break all of that and hold, let's look at the daily chart. Alright, so we're up here now. Yeah, major resistance at 8. Major resistance at $8. And so let's watch $8 after 750. Those are the levels, I think. We got the whole dollar of 7 sitting underneath us, which may cause it some, you know, which may give it some support here at $7. We're also looking at 650. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Kala, Abir, Mario? Nade. Scalping is taking very quick trades, capitalizing off of momentum. So like scalping is like, I mean, Warrior trading scalps. That's one of the things he does. But like scalping is just taking very quick momentum-based positions. Sometimes, you know, it's with big size. I think the definition is probably using larger size to take very quick momentum-based moves in the market. But yeah. What's up, Rocco? Joshua, Kyle, Emmanuel, Lewis, Andrew, Sufane, Isaias, Jason, Francis, Bars, Jet, Adarsh, Cruzzer, Hyder, Goad, Russell, Gurpeet, Philip, Diego, Steve, DS, Chaz, Electro. Good morning, guys. I think I got everybody. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Hey, what's up, Brute? What's up, man? Wilton? What's up, guys? Alright, but yeah. So we're breaking over 7 here. There's 720s. We're breaking the pre-market high on EYEG. This is iGate Pharmaceuticals, and they put out a release that said that they are announcing a transformative acquisition of Panopes Pharma. And so they are acquiring Panopes Pharma. They also announced the acquisition, Panopes Pharma. So this was an acquisition, but it's still moving up from it, and there's still a lot of momentum here with it. So yeah, they're expanding their pipeline beyond ophthalmology. And so interesting here. It's a $4 million at close acquisition consisting of iGate common stock. So $4 million acquisition. We'll see what happens here. $1.5 million in consideration held back is going to be issued in preferred stake after a period of 18 months. They said the transaction also includes 2 cash or share earnout provisions. And that's the news for EYEG. Like I said, 750 above us, like close to us, and then over that $8 right here. Major support and resistance level on the daily chart is $8 here for EYEG. So we'll see what happens. Again, we're also looking at, this range now. See if it breaks out of this range and holds. See if it breaks over 750 and 8 as well, moving up above that. So we're watching EYEG. It's certainly one of the main stocks on our list today. EYEG. Hey, good morning, Tiny. Alright, but yeah, EYEG making moves, pulling back to 7. We'll see if it bounces at $7 and then retest this pre-market high at 720s here. You can see it's pulling back to 7. We'll see if it pulls back to $7 and then retest this 7 level. See if it holds support at 7. I think it might. Big confirmed level at 7. Maybe I'm wrong though, but we'll see for EYEG. Also looking at NK here. NK a little bit more expensive, sitting at $13 now, but we're watching it regardless here. Look at that 14. That 14 level above us looks good. Aside from that, there's just not that much volume with this one. These 4 levels are probably my favorites. Alright, so NK is supposed to merge with Immunity Bio, I believe. I'm not sure what. So NK is going to merge with privately owned immunotherapy company Immunity Bio in an all-stock deal. The company said today. They said that the owners of Immunity Bio, are going to receive 0.819 shares of NK for each share of Immunity Bio that they own. Current Immunity Bio shareholders are going to own roughly 72% of the combined company, which will continue to trade on the NASDAQ exchange under Immunity Bio's name. And so that's the news here for NK. It's is merging with Immunity Bio, and it's going to change their name to Immunity Bio instead of NK. So we'll see what happens here for this one. We'll watch it, certainly. We got CCRC, but not much volume with this one. We need more volume for it, in my opinion. We got AIM here. AIM looks good. The only thing that doesn't look good, I don't know what the float is here for AIM, but the float looks a little bit large. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. Okay, so the float is 40 million, so it's not incredibly huge or anything. It's small enough. So yeah, so Immunotech, which is AIM, they're getting an orphan drug designation for cancer drug Ampligen. They were awarded the FDA's orphan drug designation status for the treatment of pancreatic cancer. And so yeah, orphan drug designation for AIM here. It's pushing up to 240s. That's pretty good news, pretty good catalyst. Again, one more time, their drug Ampligen was awarded the FDA's orphan drug designation status, orphan drug designation status for the treatment of pancreatic cancer here, guys, for AIM. We're watching it. It's sitting at 240s. Honestly, I kind of drew some levels out already. We're looking at 250s here. We got this low down here at 230. That might be interesting as well. We'll watch that. And then we have like 250, and then obviously these highs up here at 275 and 270. We're certainly watching that as well here, team. Hey, what's up, Alex? Hey, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I think my videos, certainly in the last year, have leveled up. I think I've leveled up my videos in the last year. I'm really proud of the videos we've been dropping. The next video we're dropping is a back testing video, and I know everybody really loves those, and so y'all be on the lookout for that. I'm not sure when it's gonna drop, but that will be the next video we drop. Maybe we'll drop it on Christmas as a early Christmas as a Christmas present to the subs. We'll drop a back testing video. But yeah, I appreciate the support, team. I really do. We also have CRBP. We have $2 and $1.75. This range looks good. This $2, $1.75, 25-cent range for CRBP looks solid. Let me see if I can find a catalyst here. I don't see any catalyst for CRBP. Looks like a large float stock as well. Let me look. Oh, my bad, guys. Yeah, let me fix it. There we go. My bad, team. That should be better. Yeah, I fixed the stock chart thing. Yeah. Hey, thanks, Alex. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I mean, what you guys got to understand about this channel as a whole, and I'll school you guys in YouTube a little bit. There's multiple different types of like stock trading channels, right? And so it's like you have to understand scarcity on YouTube. And so like somebody like me that posts content every day, basically, I only skip one day a week, which is one weekend day a week. We live stream or post videos every single day except for one every week. And so when there's no scarcity in your content, each individual video is going to get less views initially, to where if I wait 2 weeks, for instance, if I wait 2 weeks to upload a video, sure, we're going to get a lot more views from, you know, everybody waiting to see a video of mine. And so, but I like to be active here. I like to be active. Look at DPW, guys. Look at DPW. I couldn't find a catalyst for CRBP. Look at DPW, guys. Spike it up here. DPW's at $4. See, I'm not sure why this spike is happening, but I caught it early here for DPW. Check this out. DPW at $4 here, team. Yeah, I don't know what kind of music this is, to be honest. I can kind of feel this one. This one's kind of relaxing, though. But yeah, DPW getting some volume coming in. But yeah, if I really want to get good views on my YouTube channel, I can just drop stock pick videos, man. I drop stock pick videos, each individual video. Stock pick videos get views, but it's just not my style. I could post stock pick videos if I wanted to, but it's just not my style. I more so prefer to just show you guys the strategies, because stock pick videos, they're not evergreen. And so, like, while some of the stock pick videos might get good views, the strategy videos will get evergreen views. And so it means they might get less views up front, but as time progresses and they get picked up in search and stuff like that, then they'll get more views. And so they're called evergreen content as opposed to content that expires, basically. But yeah, we'll see what happens with DPW. I'm looking up DPW here now. Alright, so DPW Holdings put out something on the 18th. It says their subsidiary entered into an agreement, and this is actually today, this dropped about 2 minutes ago. So yeah, DPW Holdings subsidiary enters into an agreement to acquire 617,000 square foot Michigan mixed use facilities with maximum power capacity of 300 megawatts, which is being converted to a cloud data center, offering multi-megawatt hyperscale requirements. Interesting. We're using Benzinga, guys, so yeah, y'all check out the description. Benzinga's got some really dope content and some really dope scans. These are Benzinga scans. They're alerting me what's moving right now, so, you know, watch them, guys. Hey, when's that $600 stimulus check come in, man? But yeah, we got DPW up here as well, guys. What else we got? We got NK. Like I said, NK. Keep an eye on NK. Watching like CRBP. We got CRBP still moving. CBLI. Hey, that's right, Samuel. Yeah, I know. It's I use Epidemic Sounds. I could send anybody the playlist if you want my playlist. EYLS. Or ELYS. Yeah, I mean, ELYS, I mean, I don't hate it. It looks like a low floater. It just needs some more volume. Why the close and not the wick for your support and resistance levels? I mean, I don't know. I just like doing them how I do them. Everybody's a little bit different, I think. Like, for instance, if we're looking at EYEG here, for instance, I just like using... What I talked about in this weekend's video, honestly, and this is what you guys... I think this is an important thing to understand about support and resistance, is that it's not a support and resistance level. It's an area of support and resistance. You know, we try to find the center of that area of support and resistance, but it's an area. It's not a level, you know. And sometimes you'll even hear me say levels, and that's okay. But like what it really is an area. It's a general area of support and resistance that you want to identify, not the exact level. The exact level's never going to hold exactly like you want it to. I mean, sometimes it will, but the point is that it's an area of support and resistance. It's not a specific level of it, you know. Is becoming a profitable trader the obligation of buying an expensive course, or is just free courses safe? And how did you learn trading? I'm gonna assume that's what you meant by all that. It was a little bit hard to read, but yeah, I mean, I didn't buy any course specifically. Courses can help, but it really just depends. There's a lot of really overpriced courses that new traders think you need to buy. I would say a large majority of trading content is already available for free on YouTube as it is. And so paying for a course is kind of like paying for a convenience fee when you could just Google and you know, figure it out that way. But that's just my own that's my own subjective opinion on it. It really is just going to depend on how much money people have. That's going to sway whether they want to buy it or not. People that generally have more money and that are a little bit more wealthy are going to be able to pay for courses easier than somebody that isn't wealthy, because I mean, let's be honest here, some of these courses are over $1,000, and everybody don't just have thousands of dollars lying around their house or in their bank account. Most people, at least, I would say. But the reality is that It's up to you whether you think you need it or not. I would say most publicly available content, most content that you're gonna find in courses is already publicly available for free already. Of course, they don't want you to think that. They want you to think there's some super duper secret strategy that they're just not telling you about, but that's not true. And if you really think about it, the reason it's not true is because people take the courses and then say, hey, well, I could teach people that for free. And so then they make their own YouTube channels and start teaching the same content that they paid for in a course. They might change it subtly to avoid getting sued or whatever, but that's how it goes. That's how it happens. Most strategies are publicly available, you know. It's just the system might be a little bit different with each, but like that's how it is. SLS popping up here. So SLS is making a move. It's at 730. And again, that's just my own opinion. You're going to get people that have already paid for courses that get really mad if I say that because they're trying to justify that expense of paying for the course. But again, it's just my own opinion. You know, everybody's a little bit different. But yeah, SLS ripping up. AREC showing up on the scanners. Not too much volume, though. RMED. Still watching AIM, NK. EYEG is the best, though. This was easily the biggest watch. And so it went up to 760s. Did not hold at 750s. But the range is huge here for EYEG. So let's watch that. I am using Benzinga scanners. Here's the scanners I'm using. They're Benzinga. They're really dope. They tell me what's moving in the market. I'm using Benzinga Pro, which is a paid scanner. I do have permission from Benzinga to stream these scans. And so, you know, my man Mitch works over at Benzinga. He did give me permission, you know, contractually to stream these scans with a small delay. There's like a 3-second delay on them, so, you know, very small. VERU. Still watching DPW, and I mean DPW's getting some volume. I think at this point in time DPW is following these levels here. You know, these levels from pre-market earlier. So we're watching DPW here. It's interesting for sure. Yeah, well, I think one of the researching things that traders need to get comfortable with if they're trading penny stocks is I think they need to research whether there's shelves, whether there's, you know, offerings, and what the company has on their shelf. You know, they can hit you with some bad things, you know, and if you don't check like BAMSEC or the filings behind those companies, you can get hit in some brutal, you know, drops from companies that you could have seen in the filings, you just didn't. And so shout out to Mordecai. He certainly helps me with those, or has historically helped me with those too. KOPN, spike it up. PDSV or PDSB, getting some volume here, so showing up on the scans. And so yeah, just to break down these scanners that I'm looking at, guys. So there goes EYEG. Again, $8 is the next step, I think, in EYEG. Ooh, man, guys, listen. Does anybody remember what I said about this? I said watch for it to pull back to 7. And I certainly said this, guys. I'm not just trying to make myself sound good. I said watch for a pullback to $7. Look for 7 to hold as support, and then look for it to push back up and break these highs. It did exactly that. Exactly that. Looks like almost down to the very cent. Looks like it got down to like 701. But hey, it works. There it goes. So let's watch $8 now. $8 is interesting. Yeah. Alright guys, so yeah, let's see. I'm gonna start throwing some stocks up here. Look at DPW on the list. What about WBAI? CBLI. NK. AIM. NXTD. Hey, nice route. Hey, congrats, bro. Alright, so yeah, we're watching EYEG. Let me know if you guys see anything else that recently popped up here. I'm not seeing too much action right now. Yeah, this is live. Yeah, this is actually live. I mean, it's close. It's like there's like a 3-second delay. So it's live enough. Well, yeah, if you're in the UK, I mean. Also, you might not be looking at pre-market. DPW just dove down. DPW's at 380s. So it just took a hit. Yeah. Hey, thank you, Tony. I appreciate that, brother. Hey, thanks, man. Alright guys, so yeah, let me know what you guys see. Let's see, the next step here I think is to see if EYG holds at 750. It's at 760s now, pulling back. We'll see if it actually holds at 750 now. Yeah, here's AINX, or ANIX, ANIX, trying to make some moves. Very low volume here, but it's at 320s. It's worth a watch, I think, as well. We got a few other larger stocks like AGIO gapping up, but a little bit too expensive for me. Same thing with RP, which looks more like a split or an acquisition. We got CCRC, very slow. CRBP is on the watch list, although I think the float's pretty large here. PIC, Pivotal, not bad. I don't know what kind of stock this is, but it doesn't look terrible. We got FTEK. PDSB trying. Here's PDSB. Still low volume though. DPW's trying to bounce there. We are going to watch NXTD again today. This thing has been going crazy. It's still up huge. You know, a few days ago this thing was at 40 cents. So for this thing to still be sitting at $1.40, $1.45, you know, this thing's up almost 300% now. And it's holding for the most part. We're also looking at AIM. At 230 level is kind of the line in the sand, especially 220s here if it breaks underneath these. But we're watching AIM here as well. We got GameStop. GameStop spiking up a little bit. Look at GameStop here. Honestly, and this was one that I was just flat out wrong. I mean, I don't know what it's going to do long term. I think it's going to fail long term, certainly. But at the same time, though, with Microsoft getting behind GameStop, and I think with the Xbox and PlayStation coming out, renewing hype behind video games, I think GameStop might have some short-term success. Who knows? In the end, though, I think long-term the business model, the retail business model, is going to fail. Sure, you might have a small percentage of people that like to go buy video games physically, but I think a large majority of people are going to be migrating to digital downloads within the next 5 years, certainly. I think it's already happened, but I think certainly within the next 5 years, there's not going to be a need for retail video game stores. And so I think if I could short any stock long term, it would be GameStop. I could always buy a put option on it, but yeah. The only thing that causes me some skepticism in that idea is that Microsoft did invest and buy some of it, so we'll see. I mean, Root, I've done classes before, brother, and we actually had a lot of students, man. We had a lot of students. Tiny was in them. We had a bunch of people in them, and, like, we had, like, 30, 40 students that we used to do, but, like, the reality is like, I don't want to be that, man. Like, I just don't want to be I don't want to be somebody that's charging for all the content. I'm not saying I couldn't. I just don't want that standard to live up to. You know what I mean? I would rather not claim to be an expert and not charge for anything, and then if I have a bad week or whatever, or if I want to trade off stream or whatever that is, nobody can criticize me for it because I'm not charging anything for it. You know what I mean? It's all for free, and I prefer to keep it that way just because I think there's too much paid trading content out there as it is, you know. No, I mean, I think it's somewhat subjective, Jay. I think a small percentage of people are collecting physical video game content. But what I'm saying though is that I think, and again, this is purely opinion based. So, you know, it's not really facts, it's more so opinions. But what I'm saying though is like, sure, you got a certain percentage of people that want physical copies of their games. And like, I understand that. But the video game space is certainly moving more towards digital downloads specifically, and with that, and I think that's a very self-evident thing. I think it's very obvious that people are moving towards digital downloads, and I think that as that progresses, retail video game stores are going to fail. And I think that it depends. Like, if you're talking about like nostalgic based video game stores, like classic video game stores that have like Nintendo 64 stuff as an example, and like rare games, I think those video game stores are going to be fine because they're going to have that niche in the market. But I'm talking about like buying new video games, buying physical copies of new video games, that niche is going to die, I think. Again, purely subjective opinion here, but I think if you look at how the trends are, I think that that's very self-evident. Yeah, but the problem with GameStop is that their used versions are almost the exact same price. I went to GameStop the other day because my son likes the toys at GameStop, the video game toys, and maybe that's a niche that they can exploit. But all I'm saying is that GameStop just rips you off, and maybe it is GameStop, but I know I don't like GameStop. They've ripped off me throughout my childhood. You know, I think they have with everybody, really. EYEG, so hey, look, EYEG bounced at 720, so yeah, I was wrong about this one, but it did bounce at 720, so we'll watch it. Hey, thank you, Arsh. Hey, y'all, be like Arsh, hit that subscribe button. Here at Beginner Trading, we don't claim to be experts or anything of the sorts. We just teach people what works for us. It might not work for you. Hey, thank you, Jordan, I appreciate that. But if you want to help support the channel, hit that subscribe button. Be like Jordan here. Be like Arsh, hit that sub button, click the bell, turn on notifications. We go live every single weekday for free right here on YouTube. We don't charge for anything. We don't sell a course. We don't sell a service. It's all free, and we're just a resource and community for traders. So if you appreciate that, hit that like button. Let's run those like numbers up. We got 75 likes, 76 likes. Hit those like button, guys. You know you want to. Haters are out today, but hey, we'll let them sit there and just be mad. Watch us grow. I appreciate the support, team. But yeah, EYEG pulling back. We'll see what happens at 750s. Yeah, I'm with you, Jay. I gotta agree with you, brother. I'm with you, man. All right. Hey, thank you, man. Hey, what's up, Tiny? Hey, about Top Step, when you earn step 1 and 2 to proof. Are you still paying? Yes. DPW never held. AIM, still watching AIM, still watching EYEG. I mean, I think EYEG is the stock that everybody else is watching right now. I'm looking at the scanners to see what else shows up, but like, I think EYEG is the one everybody else is watching. I looked at AQMS here, and it's moving up, but there's no volume to accompany it, and so I don't like it until it starts to break 180s, and volume needs to come in, even still. CRBP still sitting here. Still looking at NK, it's sitting just under 1350. Watching NK. PDSB, still watching SLS. All of these are pretty low volume. AMPE is not terrible. I don't hate AMPE. It's technically red on the day, but it's not terrible. Sun W. Yeah, CLVS, I was watching this one earlier. CLVS is not that bad. So I don't hate CLVS. I was looking at this one earlier. Let me see what the float is. I saw somebody look it up. Weird. Yeah, somebody tell me the float of CLVS. I don't hate it. Let me look up the news, see if we can find anything for this. Alright, so Clovis Oncology, which is CLVS, their bio drug met their phase 3 endpoint. So yeah. So CLVS, the phase 3 trial for a cancer treatment met its primary endpoints, significantly improving progression-free survival versus chemotherapy, and the Ariel 4 randomized phase 3 treatment study in later line ovarian cancer patients. So positive phase 3 results here. And I think this one doesn't look bad. So shout out to whoever mentioned this one, because it doesn't look bad. We're watching these levels here. I think 540s. I think these kind of 5 levels look good. We're watching these ranges here. We got a little bit of a gap to exploit right here between 560 and 6.40 gap. We'll watch that. Hey, my man Root. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that, man. Shout out to Root. Hit me with that $10 donation, brother. He said be sure to tip the dealer. And if you decide to charge for a 30-minute or 1-hour session, be sure to put in your chat bot. Keep the good stuff coming. Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, sir. But yeah, shout out to Root. That's the second donation in 2 days from him, man. So, my man, I appreciate it. Thank you, bro. Definitely appreciate the support, you know. Again, I mean, we're just a free resource and community, so if you want to help, that's cool, and I appreciate it. But don't feel obliged to, you know. Alright, so EYEG pulling back. I think the next step here is, I don't hate this. If I'm gonna dip by this, I don't hate it. Let me see. I gotta get in with like something tiny though. 20 shares. Looking for it to bounce at this VWAP. Yeah, we're gonna try it. Alright, we're with 20 shares of EYEG. Wish me luck, guys. Yeah, man, just need to get your brain digitally. Yeah. Hey, so there's the bounce. We're using this level as a risk, right around 7. Looking for like 750s, 770s. See if we can catch that. Hey, thank you, Root. Hey, thank you, Michael. Hey, thank you, brother. CLVS 86 million float. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, CLVS is probably it's close to my second favorite right now. I don't know if it's my second favorite. We'll come back to EYEG. Well, I don't know. It's gonna get over 740s soon. Yeah, CLVS is close to my second favorite. Here it goes. Here's the move up. Yeah, it certainly is. So 560s right there for for that one. I just want to see 750 break, and if I can hold this one to the opening bell, that's cool. Hey, what's up, Yeti? Here's 40s. Try to get out there, no exit. The bid should get me out here now. Alright. Oh no, I just bought more shares. Oh no. That is not what I wanted to do. That is not what I wanted to do. That's why. Oh man. I gotta get out half. I took an L on it, but that's cool. I did not want to do that. I was up noticeably more than this too. That sucks. I just blew my trade, but yeah. It's a little baby trade. We'll be alright. Well, if that ain't the most frustrating thing ever, I don't know what is, team. Alright. I wasted equity, wasted the trade. I was right about the bounce position, but hey, listen. Yeah, I think like I shorted for so long, guys. Like I was a short trader for so long. Like, y'all don't even understand. Like, I traded short almost 24/7. Like, that's all I ever did for the first few years where I really found consistency. And I've said it before. I think being a good shorter is going to teach you how to be a better long trader. And being a good long trader is going to teach you to be a better shorter because you're going to be able to identify, like, flushes, bounces, where major support levels are, stuff like that. And so I think my brain is just programmed to cover with blue or with green sometimes to get out with this. And even if you see me trade futures, my favorite thing to do is short in futures. So it is what it is, but yeah, I was right about it at least. Hey. Yeah, hey, that's right, Adam. You know, it is what it is. I'm okay with it. You know, like I said, I don't. The good thing about taking little baby scalping positions is that if it messes up on you, you're not super upset. You know. But yeah, we'll watch it. We'll come back to it. Hey, I made 60 cents. I'm balling out of control today. We're watching AIM here. There's 240s. Alright, so look, we're at the top of this range at 240s here. We'll see what happens for AIM. I don't do crypto a ton, no. I sometimes trade like crypto related stocks, but I don't like do I don't do like crypto like that, no. Yeah, if my charts aren't clear, it's certainly not on my end. Mostly because, number one, I've got a gigabit internet connection and my charts are fine with me. But if the video is not clear, you got to refresh because it's on your end. And so, yeah, if the video is not clear, just refresh your screen, I guess. But so, yeah. Work on and you work on the improvement because it's you. AIM, yeah, I'm watching AIM. It's at 2. Well, I think we got 2 levels above us. Number one, we broke over this previous double top here, and now we have the VWAP above us and 250, which I'm not super confident in. I don't think it's gonna. Yeah, look, there's the rejection. We got too many big levels above us. You know, we got VWAP, $0.50, confirmed resistance. Now, maybe I'm wrong, and if it goes to leading into that, if it does end up breaking over 250 and holding as support, I like it. It's really strong if it can do that. GRT Castro, CLVS, yeah, we're watching it. CLVS is good. GRT. Yeah, I don't know what GRT, nothing's popping up. No, I don't. Intraday. What's up, Muhammad? Yeah, I don't use the 200 EMA. I mostly just use the VWAP and a few moving averages to keep it simple. But no, what I was gonna say though is that we like I've charged, like a few years ago we tried to do like a premium day trading content thing, but we eventually just uploaded it all for free on YouTube, and that's where you'll see some of our old classes that kind of made the channel, like understanding VWAP and related strategies and understanding risk reward. Hey, there goes CLVS. It's up to 570s, guys. Major pop here for CLVS. Look at these rips. Huge rips here for CLVS. It's at 570s. Yes, Sam. Oh, it's on Coinbase. Got you. Yeah, I'll check it out. Alright, so yeah, CLVS is probably the top watch I got today. It's probably the top watch. Yeah, CLVS and AIM. What did EYEG end up doing? I mean, maybe I could have held this because it did bounce exactly off of that level I talked about. And again, honestly, guys, if you guys want to know, like, this goes back to the same exact strategy I talked about in this weekend's video. It's the same exact thing, which is just looking for major confirmed highs and then looking for convergence around the VWAP in that major support level. So like in this case, we've got like 720s. We also got the VWAP within 15 cents of us. And so I think those two are just going to give it a ton of support. We also have $7 underneath us, and all of these levels of kind of converging to around the same point, which just gives us a major support level that we can dip buy into. And so when EYEG started to pull back to this, that was why we bought the dip. In the end, we ended up botching the trade because we added to the position instead of covering when we were in the profit, and eventually had to get out with break even. But as you guys have said here, the strategy still worked, and I was still correct about the overall movement of the stock, and that's why I was, is because it's the same system we talked about this weekend. ZKIN starting to push up. We're watching it. GEVO. Look at GEVO, guys. GEVO. GEVO. Making big rips, big moves here. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, no worries. Intraday. You're good, brother. IMMP, but yeah, look at GEVO, guys. Let me look up the catalyst for GEVO. Because, man, GEVO's making some rips. Alright, so GEVO announced today that they optioned the right to purchase approximately 239 acres of land near Lake Preston. Sorry, I got the hiccups. Near Lake Preston SD, and has met the initial milestone to secure control of a site by the end of this year that meets the conditions required by the contract that Trafigura Trading LLC and GEVO executed in August 2020. So yeah, that's the news that just broke for GEVO here, that they optioned the right to purchase approximately 240 acres of land near Lake Preston, and they met their initial milestone to secure the control of the site by the end of the year. So yeah, that's the news for GEVO. GEVO, big rip here. Watching this one's at 260s now for GEVO. I'm using 1 minute charts right now. I'm using pre-market. I mean, you might not be looking at pre-market if you don't see this move on GVO. But yeah, GVO's ripping. Also, AIM is pushing up to 250. Look at DPW, CBLI. Yeah, BIDU, I mean, it's gapping down and it's too expensive for me. We got SLS, AIM here. Watching CRBP, CBLI, starting to get some volume. How do you see pre-market? Depends on your platform. I think you would just go to settings. But yeah, CBLI popping. Hey guys, like I said, we got 290 people in here very early today, so y'all hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Let's try to make some money today, team. Will this green streak continue? Like I said, I have not had a losing day in 3 weeks, and I've streamed it all live on YouTube. And so is the green streak going to continue, team? Let's hope it does. We'll see. I'm ready. Let's try to make some money today, guys. Good luck. IMMP. IMMP still pretty slow, brother. Still looking at CLVS. It's probably my favorite. GEVO showing up here. Still looking at CRBP here too. CRBP still sitting up there. We're watching that. EYEG though, guys, man, this thing's got a ton of crazy movement right now. All right, and now that we've confirmed the 725 level, it might be more support. So we'll watch it and wait for the opening bell for EYEG here. Let me know what you guys think. It depends, man. We are day trading huts, and so we are, like I said, one thing that I do want to make very, very clear here on this channel is that when I mention these stocks, when I mention, regardless of what the stock is, right? When I mention any of these stock symbols, I am not telling you to buy. That is not what I'm doing whatsoever. Not an investment professional. I am not liable for any losses anybody takes in the market. You always got to do your own due diligence, trade responsibly. I just trade myself, and so if you want to watch me trade to kind of see how I do it, that's great. That's what we're really here for, is pure entertainment purposes only. Let me not get sued real quick, but yeah, in the end, guys, I'm more of a reactionary trader, and so I like to react to what the market does instead of predict what the market does. And so especially right now in pre-market, I have no idea what these stocks are going to do at the opening bell. No clue, right? All I can really do, I have some slight guesses on what they're going to do at the opening bell, but once they do make those moves and a few shine through, then I'm just going to react and trade those reactions on what the stock actually does. And so that's what we're really here for. We're not trying to tell you to buy or sell stocks. You can watch us and learn how we do it, But that's it. And again, I just want to make that very clear. We do have EYEG over 250s. I mean, sure. I mean, a lot of these have potential. You don't really know what they're going to do. But a lot of these have potential. Let me know right now, guys, what your favorite stock is here. Right now, let me see what your favorite stock is. My favorite is EYEG. I mean, this one has the most volume, followed by, what are we at? What are we following it by? CLVS? CLVS is my second one. So it goes EYEG, CLVS, AIM, and then DPW. As well as GEVO. Those four are really popping off here. Those four: GEVO, CLVS, EYEG, and AIM. Those are my main four that we're watching today. We could also look at a few other ones here that we're seeing, like FTEK. And look at GEVO here, bouncing exactly off of 150. And look at that 150 level. I drew this before, I guess, but look at that 150 level. People wonder, look, in the VWAP and that 250 level are roughly around the same spot. NXTD, yeah, we're watching EYEG certainly. NXTD, it's holding over 750. NXTD is okay. We want to see it hold over 150 and more so. Just get some volume running in here. CCRC. What are you buying when the market opens up? I have no idea. Whatever looks good. Yeah, OPEN. This must be a new IPO for OPEN. CCRC is kind of starting to move back up here. Look at CCRC. It's kind of trying. PIC still looks okay too for CCRC, but it's kind of trying. Look at that 720s here. We're also kind of looking at SLS. You know, so we got a bunch of stuff we're watching today, team. I made a trade Sunday, still don't have my funds. Yeah, because you got to wait 2 business days for your funds to be settled back into your account. You know. And so it still hasn't even been 1 business day yet. So yeah, there's something called the T2 rule, which means if you use $1,000 in equity in a specific trade, you got to wait 2 business days if you have a cash account, that is. If you have a cash account, you have to wait 2 business days for those funds to be settled back into your account. It's called the T2 rule. You could look it up. It just means you got to wait 2 days. Alright, so yeah, there goes EYEG here. Here goes EYEG. Let's look for a cup and handle pullback to like 760s, 750s, and then see a rip. $8 is a major resistance level in the long-term chart. If we look at this long-term chart here, you can see $8 is right here. So like, look at this major level here at $8. We're going to extend this to the left. It lets us, yeah. Look at $8. Confirmation here, 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 and here. So $8 is a major level. So watch $8. See what happens. There's 780s. Now, even if it was Friday, you're still gonna have a few business days. It takes 2 business days, which means not the weekend. So it'll probably be settled tomorrow, maybe tomorrow or the next day is what I'm assuming. But again, I really don't know. I'm just speculating. Yeah, that's probably right, Tim. All right, so like I said, look for a pullback to like 760, 750s, and then a bounce up to 8 if we can. We got about 13 minutes before the opening bell, guys, so good luck. Let's try to make some money today, team. VSTO. VSTO, no volume. I'm watching EYEG to see if I'm right here. So yeah, there's the pullback to 760s. There's the pullback. And now let's see if we get a bounce at like 760 all the way up to 8. For a cup and handle, I specifically buy on the pullback of the handle. So I don't buy at the high break. I instead, so look, if we're looking at, for instance, if we're looking at EYEG here and we see this cup, I would buy on this pullback to 760s because it's the pullback to the handle. And then I'm giving myself a smaller risk by doing so. And I have a lot larger reward target by doing so as well. And so if you buy on the pullback dip, you're going to have a larger reward target, a smaller risk. And it's going to be it's going to be a more favorable trade in my opinion. All right, so there's the pullback to 760 here. Like I said, we're looking for a pullback to 760s and then a rip up to 8s. Yeah, no worries. Givo still looks pretty strong, sitting at 260s. All right, let's see how spot on I was here. MJLB. MJLB needs some more volume. Hey, nice A34. Congrats, man. Hey, what's up, Caitlin? Good morning. MJLB, I'm looking at it. Very cheap stock. OTC stock. Not really my wheelhouse necessarily here, but it does look terrible. Alright, so we got the bounce at exactly the spot I talked about for EYEG. We'll see how close or how right I was. So like I said, there's the bounce at 750s, 760s I talked about. Let's see if we can get up to 8. Yeah, I was looking at POLA, which is a solar stock. I was looking at Pola for a solar company. It's up to 520s, so we'll watch it. Right now, EYEG's on main watch right now, though. All right, team, we got 10 minutes here, guys. Hey, hit that like button. Let's try to break 150, 200 likes before the open. We got 10 minutes. Hey, what's up, Jay? Hey, yes, sir. Yeah, and looking at the overall market, hey, so far I was absolutely spot on with this on EYEG. I don't know if it's going to break 8s now, but I called the 760s bounce, 750s, 760s, and it did bounce there. Yeah, the market's down big. I can go ahead and look up the overall market news real quick. I think it's relevant just to the overall sentiment of the market as a whole here. I'm going to go ahead and read the ETF preview here. It says, quote, stock futures, and this is from, like I said, shout out to Benzinga. They're bringing me a lot of these really dope releases, and you can check out Benzinga in the description. Really dope platform that gives you some great scanners. Really cool company. Lets me to stream these scans every day. You can check out the description for that. But yeah, it says, quote, stock futures were mostly red as investors were cautious ahead of the upcoming vote in the House and Senate for the long-awaited pandemic relief package, which President Trump will sign, according to White House officials. The $900 billion package is going to include aid to small businesses as well as jobless Americans. Earlier, lawmakers voted on extending government funds until the end of the fiscal year and avoiding a government shutdown. On the economic calendar, we do have the Fed National Activity Index is going to be out at 8:30, which has already dropped. Nike is up good. We got what else we got? We got crude is down 4%. The U.S. oil fund is down 3%. Natural gas is down some 2%. The U.S. natural gas fund is down 1.5%. Gold is down 0.3%. The Spider Gold Trust is up 0.1%. Silver's up 1%. The iShares Silver Trust is up almost 2%. And that's the market news today, team. We'll see what we get. These penny stocks are moving here, guys. I'm still looking at EYEG. So we're still going to see if we were correct about this move. But let's do this, guys. Yeah, I better get the... Hey, oh, also, guys, in futures, let me see. In futures, my account is still okay. So in futures, my account is still okay. And it still says that I'm still good on the rules. So we're okay in futures, I think. Alright, thanks, Richard. Well, no, so you guys know me. I recently started trading futures in the last like 2 to 3 months. I had no idea about having to switch. Every quarter, you have to switch the signal or the symbol you're trading in the futures, the contract you're trading, to the most voluminous contract, which I did not. Luckily, though, I think it only applies to phase 2, but I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I'm still in it, apparently. PIC. Yeah, PIC doesn't look that bad. We're still watching EYG, though. This one's certainly the main watch here. A lot of volume. Like I said, my top 4 are EYEG. These are my top 4. EYEG. We got CRCC or CCRC. Not bad. But yeah, EYEG, AIM, CLVS, and GEVO. Those 4. EYEG, AIM, CLVS, and GEVO. Those 4 are my main watches this morning. They look very good. Look very strong. And I don't know if they're going to go up, down, sideways, or what, but we're going to try to react to something that happens there. Here we go. Oh, well, no, it absolutely does. You know. Yeah, I mean, PSC is not bad. We're watching it. It's a little bit expensive for me, though. It's a $20 stock. It's a little bit too high for me, to be honest. Hey. All right, here we go. EYEG making moves. We're watching this. Sun W, I think it's a solar. Yeah, they didn't for me, Bill, which was frustrating. I know they had a lot of... They did put a release that came out that said that they were glitching on Friday. And so I think that saved me. I think the fact that they were having some glitches, which didn't alert me when it should have, I think that saved my account, luckily. SNDL and CGC in talks to merge? That's interesting. I hope they do. Like I said, we need powerful cannabis companies. We need powerful companies that'll help lobby, you know, lobby politicians and get the big pharmaceutical and prison industry lobbyists out of there. Like, that's what we really need. Look at NES, guys. NES, Nintendo, not Nintendo, but NES gapping up here from 230s to 340, getting some volume. Still pretty low, but still. CURI gapping up some. Look at GSV, but yeah, still main watch. EYEG. Square Foot, and NDM still trying. So yeah, we got some moves today, guys. Wish us luck. Alright guys, let's make some money today, team. Alright guys, so yeah, EYEG, we're keeping an eye on this. We're going to see what's up with this here for EYEG. Main watch today for sure. Look at NK dropping down. NK. Oh, I got you. Appreciate that, Bars. You know me, I probably would have forgot. What's up, Austin? How you doing, brother? Alright guys, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. About a minute and a half, really, but late. But let's do it. Hey, I appreciate that, Nicholas. Thank you, man. Thank you, brother. Alright, so yeah, here we go. EYEG. Main watch for sure. Alright, so yeah, see, we got EYEG, we got Jivo, EYEG, AIM, CLVS. Alright guys, let's do this. Wish us luck, team. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, guys. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Hey, look, there's the push up to 780s. I talked about the 760, 750 hold. We held. It's pushing up to 780s. Like I said, just to finish off the trade idea would be a hit of 8. So we're going to watch it. Hey, appreciate the love, guys. Y'all hit that subscribe button as well. Hey, remember, we do this live for free every single weekday morning. We're not experts. We just teach people the setups that work specifically for us. They might not work for you. We're not experts, but if you want to show appreciation and watch us again, we're live every single weekday for free. Hit the subscribe button. If you click the bell, you'll get an alert anytime we go live. Good luck, guys. Here's the opening bell. There's the bell, guys. Let's do this. All right, there's 780s, 790s. 8, there's 8. Hey, I was spot on with that. There's $8 here for EYEG. Rip it up big. Still looking at Jivo. We got a few other stuff showing up. CLVS is still making some moves. Alright, so I don't know what it's going to do here. $8 would have been my reward target. And yeah, understandably so. There's the pullback to 750s. We'll see what we get here. But a little bit of a doji forming right now for EYEG. Let me switch this over to regular hours. There we go. There's regular. All right, so now they'll tell you what's moving now. All right, so EYEG pulling back. Look at Jivo here. Look at CLVS, guys. CLVS. EYEG still probably the biggest move. Look at AMPE actually, guys. Look at AMPE. Look at AMPE. Just broke over the previous closing price. The pre-market high is at 256. Look at Jivo. Jivo starting to make some moves. GEVO. It's sitting at 250s now. 250s for Jivo. All right, Jivo's ripping, guys. Alright, so Jivo pushing up here. We're still looking at these other ones. Yes, Wim. This is basically live, bro. Oh, I just typed in your name here. Look, we got Jivo here. We got EYEG. Man, big drop. Is this halted? No, not halted. Alright, we're watching EYEG here. Most of the ones I was watching at the opening bell failed. CBLI starting to head back up here. WBAI. What else we got? I mean, that's about it. WBAI, NXTD. Hey, NXTD is up. If we get a pullback to like 155, maybe I'll buy a little bit of an XTD. A little bit, maybe. 155 pullback. We'll wait for it. Let me know if it's pulling back. Everything else is crashing. Givo pulling back a little bit. We just got in a little bit of Givo here, a little bit. 100 shares, small position. Let's see if we bounce off the VWAP real quick, and then if not, we're just gonna bail out of this thing. Nice 58s. NXTD. Alright, we just bought NXTD here as well, so we're in with both Givo and NXTD. Alright, so we're in with a little bit of both here. Small position. NXTD's falling down, so we're gonna see if we bounce here at the VWAP and then get out under 155s. Yeah, I am out of NXTD for sure here. Now it might bounce at 150. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of this too. Too weak. So we took like a $7 loss on both of those, so very small. They just dropped down to levels that unfortunately are just kind of my no good levels. These are dropping down too much. This is too weak. If this one breaks lows, I don't know what this one's gonna do from here, but if this one breaks lows, I'm just not in. I don't want to get involved with that. CLSK, too expensive for me. Look at ARPO, guys. ARPO. Look at WBAI or WBAI. Look at ELYS. ELYS making a huge rip. Look at ELYS, guys. Wow. Look at ELYS, guys. Crazy movement. Hey, maybe NXTD faked me out. I only lost like $2 in that one, though. 2 something. But here's NXTD, and hey, maybe it faked me out because there's the bounce at that 150 half-dollar level. Now, we pull back to 154, 155. I'll take it again, but we need that pullback. I looked at CLSK. It's a little bit too expensive for me. Alright. We just bought a little bit more. We're going to add to this. I run with 200 shares. $58. Alright, we just took half off there for the NXTD. Maybe add some more to this here. $57s. We just added some more. We're back in with 200 shares here. Back in with 200. See if we can break over 58s. It's consolidating. We can let it. There's 57s. I don't hate this though. I don't mind this little pullback of consolidation here. I think 154s is fine. $55s. NNDM. Yeah, we'll look at NNDM. We're pretty small in our trades today. There's nothing too crazy yet. Hopefully, root. Hopefully, man. Nothing else is really moving. I mean, SLS is kind of moving, but not too crazy. There's, come on, give us 57s. There's a new candle formed. Luckily, it's just we're in such small trades right now. I really like this for NXTD too. I mean, we got some pre-market support, you know, at 150s. We got some levels that we can watch. I just like to see this to see if we test a little bit higher here for it. There's 56. And we're just going to bail out of it if it really breaks under 54s, which is keeping the risk pretty small. Mara, again? No, not again, huh? Let's see. Hey, Mara, rip it up here. Hey, look at MARA, guys. MARA. Which I think is going to benefit NXTD because it's really crypto-based. Let me look at Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin's moving up today, so that might actually benefit us. We'll see. Or it's moving up right now, at least. But yeah, look at MARA. Here's 57s. There's 57s. Nice. Sevens. Look at AIM. AIM might be rebounding a little bit. AIM, AIM. Alright, we're going to come back to this because I'm still looking at a few of these other ones. 58s. Nice. See if we break here. 57s. Look at Mara, guys. MARA. I'm in NXTD, which is slightly crypto related. But look at MARA. Look at UAVS, guys. UAVS and Mara here. Looks strong. Oh, look at UAVS, guys. Wow. UAVS is absolutely crazy here, man. Look at this. Shocking. Look at UAVS. Wow. Alright, we're waiting for NXTD to break out of this range if we can. Chop, chop. Look at UAVS, guys. UAVS, crazy rips. Honestly, these moves are crazy, man. Look at UAVS. I'm going to come back to NXTD here. Yeah, we're probably going to have to get out of NXTD. We're going to see if it holds, but look at UAVS here. Look, wow, look at 450s. 450s for UAVS. Crazy moves. I don't even know what to do with this. This thing's absolutely nuts right now. UAVS, guys, crazy. Look at AIM. AIM over 140 might be good. AIM over 140. Look at UAVS still moving. I'm sitting in NXTD, but that rejection at 158 and then pull back here is just too slow. I think the range is too small. But look at UAVS, guys. UAVS. Look at SLS. It's trying as well. SLS. I'm also looking at AIM. AIM. Hey guys, we got 590 people in here, so if you want to show support for the channel, if it's your first time here, we do this live for free. Yeah, we're going to get out of NXTD. Tiny loss here. We're down less than $10 as a whole today because we're still taking it slow. Nothing too crazy. Look at UAVS, guys. Here's a big pullback on UAVS. But yeah, with NXTD... With NXTD, we have 150s right there. Looks good. Hopefully UAVS doesn't fake me out here. Like, I'm hoping it doesn't, you know? Still watching AIM here. I'm trying to see if AIM is going to pull back up and break these highs here. But nothing happening yet. I'm still looking at GEVO here. GEVO is the one that I kind of missed, I think, already today. GEVO. Pullback's not terrible. Still looking at AIM. What's up, chat? Yes, this is live. Oh, sorry, that's late. Here, let me catch back up in the chat. EYEG ripping. Did I miss it? I'm still looking at this pullback for Givo, so don't let me forget that pullback on Givo. Yeah, EYEG ripping up pretty big here, honestly, guys. Mara. Oh my gosh, man, look at Mara. Did I miss NXTD? Okay, good. I got out of NXTD at the right time, it seems, so that's good. PIC. Yeah, look at Mara pullback here. Crazy moves, honestly. I'm still looking at AIM. I'm still looking at CLVS to see what we get. Oh, music stopped. My bad, team. Yeah, Mare is the craziest move today, in my opinion, at least. Alright, we're in UABS here. Small trade, but I might have to get out. Here goes Mara pulling back to 10. We'll see if it holds at 10. That took half off just now. I'm going to try to see if we... just a small trade. We're just trying to see if this thing rips up and breaks 450s. And I don't mind adding some more to it. It just depends on what we get here. We're holding 50 shares left. But I would love for it to break 450s and then test 450. Oh, that's bad. Alright, so we're in 50 shares. I don't mind this little pullback. I think this pullback looks strong. What did EYEG end up doing? NXTD, I'm glad I got out of it. That was the right move to get out of it. EYEG failed. Still looking at Mara, though. Mara bouncing nicely at 10s. Alright, we're trying to break 450s. There we go. That's nice. 447s. Alright, we just got out of that. A small little win. Let me see what I'm down on the day. Yeah, I'm down like $4, which is fine. We'll have other opportunities. Maybe a pullback to like 440s I would take here for, I would buy some more. Mayor is still ripping. See, I like Mayor. It's just so extended. Ah, man, maybe I sold a little bit too soon on that trade. It's alright. There goes UABS. Still ripping up to 450s. Looking strong here. Look at IZEA and UVAS. Man, I hesitated a little bit too much for it. It's cool. But hey, it happens. Look at CLVS, guys. CLVS. Look at UAVS, though, man. Strong move. Look at CLVS. Ah, man. So I'm still watching UAVS here. We're going to see if we catch that pullback to 450s, maybe. And if we do, we'll... Ah, it's a little bit late. Damn. Barely missed it. Barely. We're going to get in with 100 shares here. Back in. We're already green on the day. Alright, so we're back in with 100 shares. There we go. We can catch that pullback and sell into this. All right, we sold half there. We're still holding 50 shares of UAVS, riding this thing up. There's 460s. We'll see if we can break highs at like 464s again. That's really what we're trying to accomplish here. There's 460s, 63, 64, 65s. Let's break. There we go. We're going to get out there. All right, so we just milked a little bit more there. So that'll bring us to green on the day. No, that wasn't FOMO. That was a pullback on to 450 $half level. Beautiful level. Hey, the penny stocks. What's up too fast? Hey, the penny stock world is good, brother. It's good, man. Yeah, we're green on the day slightly. We're making our money. We're just scalping these moves. Yeah, it's if I don't know if you were talking about me when you said FOMO, but yeah, like I'm a scalper, and so sometimes you'll see me exit a trade, you'll see me jump back into it. I guess just kind of what I do. I scalp these moves quickly, not really, worried about them too much, and always kind of refreshing and getting back and attacking it again. That's usually what I do. So we're just scalping moves back and forth, trying to catch favorable, momentum that we can exploit. That's really all we're doing here. Look at Gevo, G-E-V-O. There's someone Gevo here. Sorry, I gotta go back to my playlist. Gevo breaking over these highs. See, I was really considering this 260 pullback too. Like that's really what I wanted the most, and I talked myself out of it, WBAI. Sorry, the music keeps stopping. Hold on. Oh my goodness, man. WBAI. Look at that. Here, let me, where's the music? There it is. I like this one more. Yeah, that one's good. Alright. Alright, so we are actually, we're scalping a little bit of Mara here. Alright, so we just scalped out of that. We are up 1060 on that one as well. What else we got? FEYE, looking strong. Alright, so yeah, we are up, about 15 bucks already today. So still early, but we're getting some volume in here. We're finding some trades to take. I'm using a TD Ameritrade. WBAI halted. Yeah, I mean, this thing just got a huge burst in momentum. This thing got 330,000 shares traded in the last minute on this rip up. So it got halted at 475. The time was 8:48 a.m. or 9:48 market time. And so it should resume at 9:53, which is in 2 minutes. So looking for it to resume in 2 minutes, guys, at 9:53. I don't hate this UAVS pullback again. It's the same trade I took on the very last one with this. It's a pullback to the 450 $half after a strong break here. The only problem I don't like with this one, the only thing I really don't like here is the VWAP being so noticeably below it. If you caught the weekend video I dropped, if you caught that weekend video, it shows you what I really look for to have like an A+ setup with these, right? And so that's what I look for. So we got to pull back to 450s. So far today, let me check my P&L. So yeah, so far today we've had 3 green trades, 2 red. So we're 3 for 2 today. We're still up, you know, almost $15, just about $15. So small, but we're still going to get some more volume in and try to continue building. Again, this is our, if we in green today, it's 3 weeks and a day of nothing but green, and so I'll take it. SOS crashing down. Look at CIIC looking crazy. We're still looking at Givo here. Givo ripping over the pre-market high at 275. Look at Givo still ripping up over the pre-market high at 275 here. And so here's the pre-market high at 275. We'll see if we have a range that we can exploit here. Here's 270s. So I think this is a level at about 267s. Maybe I think the better level is probably either 270 or 265 here. I think this level, if we're gonna buy a pullback, I think 265 is the pullback to hop into. Hey, what's up, Too Fast though? Hope you're doing well, brother. Sorry, didn't see if you responded, man. Hey, what's up, Try? WBAI resume? Oh, my bad. Did it just resume? It did. So yeah, there's the resumption at 8:53. Alright, so we're up to 570s for WBAI, and this thing's so risky right now, I just don't know if I want to take it. Crazy move up to 610s. This thing just jumped $1 per share in like 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Crazy for WBAI. Absolutely crazy here. This thing just jumped literally $1 per share from 5 to 6 in like 20 seconds. Guys, be careful. This thing's crazy right now. Y'all be careful. Look at Mara as well, guys. MARA. Another one I made some money on. MARA. Sitting at 1020s. Breaking pre-market highs. Hey, UAVS bounced at that 450 level I talked about again. And I talked about this. It works beautifully. It works beautifully. The only reason I didn't get into it was the VWAP was too extended below us. But we got a $0.50. We got a major support level pullback. And it did bounce nicely there. Look at Mara here as well. MARA. MARA. I'm still watching CLVS. Yeah, all those stimulus future checks are being put to work today. Yeah. Yeah, I should have stayed. I mean, we're green. So, yeah, like I said, just to recap, Mara, we're up. UAVS, we're up. What did I lose on today? CLVS? No. EYEG? No. Let me look. I lost on NXTD and Givo. So yeah, here's NXTD, here's Givo. Lost a little bit on both of those, about $10, but we're still green on the day. Look at CLVS starting to move back up here. It's at 540s for CLVS, starting to rip up. There's 560. We're going to watch that break as well. And MARA did end up squeezing up big here. Look, here's MARA. It's sitting at 1030s for MARA. We're watching that one as well here. UAVS did rip up some more. And then what did WBAI end up doing, man? This thing... crazy. Y'all be careful. This thing starts to rip. When this thing squeezes down, I'm warning you guys now. When WBAI squeezes down, if and when, it's probably going to get halted on the downside. So if you're holding this thing, be careful. I'm not telling you to sell. I'm not telling you to do anything. I don't know what's going to happen. All I'm saying is that if this thing gets a big squeeze down, it's probably going to get halted on the downside. So y'all be careful if you're trading it. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, no stress, Too Fast. Yeah, bro, I've been making some money in these penny stocks lately, brother. It's been very profitable for me. IZEA. Yeah, look at IZEA. Yeah, I'm still looking at EYEG. I'm still looking at AIM. Excuse me. And you want to see the ones that are really moving, look at this side, guys. WBAI. Got the hiccups today for some reason. Alright, here's the drop. Here's the drop at WBAI. I mean, honestly, it still kind of looks strong. It still kind of looks strong here at 550s. Jivo. Mara. Yeah, Mara's still ripping. It's at 1040s. Jivo pulling back. Jivo running. Hey, I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. It might be like a minute, but just give me like a minute. I'll be right back, team. Alright, I'm back, guys. Alright, so yeah, MARA ripping up. We still got UAVS ripping up here. UAVS is still squeezing up pretty strong. Look at that. It's at 490s. I'm still looking at CLVS pullback. CCRC is second time. Let me see. Hey, yeah, look at this pullback to 9 isn't terrible. I mean, there's not that much chart history to judge it off of, but we do have the VWAP and that 880 level right around the same spot for CRCC. It doesn't look terrible. CLVS disappointed. Hey, yeah, y'all hit that like button, guys. We got 550 people here. All right, so yeah, what do we else? What else do we have moving here, team? We also have BKEP, VISL. Look at VISL. Honestly, these are one of those days where it looks boring, but then we just got a lot of rips after the opening bell. SOS, UAVS is still breaking highs here. Jivo struggling. Yeah, do it now. Hit that subscribe button, guys. We got MARA, which I've already made a little bit of money on. Still ripping up, breaking highs. Jivo struggling. Yeah, Jivo, not too bad. I mean, we're gonna see what it does at 275. There goes UAVS pulling back some. UAVS pulling back a little bit. Look at Pump. PUMP, and if there's not a better name for a penny stock, I don't know what is. PUMP still squeezing up big. Look at PUMP, guys. Look at CURI. That one's ripping up as well. CURI. I don't know, pure preference, Russell. I don't know. A bunch of different reasons, really. Top Step, 0 commissions. They fund you, so I have more equity per trade. You know, I would rather use funded money as opposed to my own. A bunch of different reasons, really. EYEG fell. Nothing too crazy. UAVS is pulling back some. CCRC. Ooh, yeah, see, and I didn't hate that 880 level, but there's not enough history of the chart. But yeah, big brutal drop. We'll see if it reclaims that. Maybe we'll attack it if it can reclaim it. We're gonna have to wait and see though. EYEG. Yeah, I mean, like I said, guys, this is why here's one of the things, right? If you see, this almost always happens. If you see a big upwick as this high, I need to wait for that big upwick to break, right? Because if not, this is going to happen a huge percentage of the time, right? Where it looks like it's going to break and then it fails. Because, I mean, that 818 level is so much more above us. SDC, Small Direct Club. Yeah, SDC ripping up. UAVS is pulling back some here. Alright, so the question now for UAVS is, do I want to buy this? Do I want to buy this pullback, or would I more so prefer GEVO? I think I would probably prefer UAVS, but GEVO's not bad. Pulling back down to that 260s level isn't terrible here for GEVO. The only question is, like, with UAVS, where do I want to buy this at? I mean, I don't want to buy it on this pullback. This pullback isn't strong enough. There's not enough confirmation on this pullback. I'm not saying it won't bounce, but it's not a high enough probability trade for me to want to get into. Maybe 460s pullback, on the other hand, might be interesting, and then we could just risk off of 450s. That's not terrible. We got CBLO trying to climb its way back. No, I didn't try. It's still active. I think because they had so much. I think because they had so many glitches, which they did put out a release that said that there were some glitches. I think that saved me, because realistically though, it should have told me. It should have alerted me. I had the settings to alert me when it was time to switch the contracts, and it didn't. And so it kind of, you know, luckily they let me survive. But yeah. WBAI, yeah, WBAI WBAI is to the point where it's so crazy I don't want to trade it, right? This thing has moved up so much and has had such huge green moves. I'm scared to trade this thing. I buy 100 shares of this thing, I could lose hundreds of dollars in like 30 seconds, you know. So WBAI is strong and it looks good, but man, that thing is so extended at this point in time that I'm nervous to trade it. Hey, that's a rough try. Don't stress it, brother. What do I think of CRBP today? Red. You know? It's just red. I mean, until it starts to rebound, I'm not interested in it. Available funds to trade is exactly what it says, which is just the funds that you can trade like right now. Option buying power, I'm not sure. I don't mess with options, brother. Most of the time, available funds and options buying power are going to be similar, if not the same. That's a rough try. Double bottom on UAVS. Yeah, I don't hate it either. Like, look at this. Now that we formed this low, one of my favorite things is like if it pulls back to 480, I could use this 475 level as a risk. Not the worst thing in the world for me. We're gonna wait and see, but I don't hate this, especially if it like holds over this. Ah, man, maybe I shouldn't have talked myself out of that one. That one looked good. Hey, like I said, guys, y'all hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every day. The big thing on channel, and really what we wanted to do different than every other channel. Ah, man, I talked myself out of it, Trader T. I talked myself out of it. You know, you had a good stock to my attention. I talked myself out of it. Like I said, I didn't hate it. I could even risk off of 475. It was beautiful. I just talked myself out of it, team. But yeah. What was I saying? What was I saying? I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, I got stopped out of NXTD too. I got hit with that one today too. But it's cool, you know. We're still green. Oh yeah, I was telling you guys to subscribe. Oh yeah, one of the things we try to do here, thank you Mambo, is like we're just a free resource and community. And so we're not charging for a course. We're not selling you our own service. Sure, we post affiliate links for a bunch of different companies. But like we don't sell our own course, we don't sell our own service, and like we just tell you guys like we're just a free resource and community here. We're not experts, we just teach people what works for us. But at the same time though, I really have had a green streak the last 3 weeks and I've traded it all live. So I'm really excited about that. But I guess my point behind all of this is that if you want to support movements like that, like free trading movements to where there's no course or service that you have to buy and that everything is free, hit the subscribe button. Show support for what we do here, and we definitely appreciate it if you do. Hit that like button as well, guys. We got 241 likes today. Let's run those numbers up a little bit. You know, we could do better, but I appreciate the love, team. I really do. Wait, why did I send you a check for $800 last night? Hey, I mean, listen, I'm just, you know, you sent it. It's over, it's done, you know. Can't go back on it now, you know. Now, purely joking here. He didn't really send me a check, guys. He's just messing with me. But yeah, I don't mind this upwick. Do I want to buy this for UAVS? I think I do. Yeah, we're in 40 shares. Hey, let's get 5. Let's hit 5s. There's 495s. Let's get 496s. No, we're going the wrong way. Alright, so we're in with 40 little baby shares here. $94s. I think I gotta use like 490 as a risk. There's 93s, 94s, 95s. There we go. 96, 37s. Let's break 5s. Ah. Where's my candles at? Alright, we still got time. Our Discord is the greatest around, team. Yeah, like I said, y'all join our Discord as well, team. Here's the link. Y'all wanna check us out? Here's the link. Y'all join this bad boy right now. You know you want to. Everybody's doing it. Join our Discord. It's completely free. Y'all check that bad boy out. I'm trying to give this time. 97s. 98s. Ah. I'm trying to let it consolidate, guys, but after these up wicks and down wicks, this thing could flush fast, and so I'm going to be quick to exit if it does drop on me. Try to keep it close to break even. There's 95s. We just need some volume to come in, really. There's 96s. 97s. Come on. Break eventually, man. You've been testing this thing all day. Mara? We can check out Mara. This take it too long. 93s, 94s. Hey, good luck, Try. You got this. I'm not really super emotional about this. It's just a little baby trade, bro. We're good, you know. I'm not super emotional either way about it. I'm just waiting to see if it runs under 490. I'm just gonna bail out with a market order though. Should be understandable. It's just consolidating a little bit too long, to be honest, for my scalping system. The only way I'm really gonna be upset is if this thing just like cranks down to 480s or something crazy. Then I might be a little frustrated, but not even still. I'm not gonna be super upset. The green streak has gone on too long for me to be upset at the market right now. I just can't. It's not a reasonable expectation to just always win. There's 92s. I'm getting very close. Like I said, 490s. I'm out of this thing. I gotta watch the bid as well here. Yeah, I'm out. Small loss. We're fine. Maybe we'll get another opportunity here for UAVS. Look at Givo. Look at Givo. Givo's not that bad. It's fighting its way back. Over 275 here for Givo. I might buy a little bit. 275s. Yeah, hey, y'all go check out Caitlin's channel. She's got a really dope channel here. I'm gonna jump in Givo here. I got 140 shares. Y'all go check out Caitlin's channel. It's a completely free channel. She does a lot of great stuff. She's one of our mods here, and so she's really helpful with all of the traders. She does a lot of good for this channel. We'll consider it a favor if you go subscribe to Caitlin's channel. It's a really dope channel. And here it is. Check it out. Y'all go sub to it right now. There's the link. Y'all go do it now. All right, we got 140 shares here. All right, so it looks like getting out of UAVS was the right move. Happy I got out. There's 270s, 278s. '78s. You gonna reverse on me like that, Givo? Like that? I was getting ready to take a profit on you. Alright, so we're still chilling here. We'll see what we get. Alright, guys. So we're sitting in Givo. I don't know what we're going to get with it, but we're waiting in here. And we're going to... there's the break. Yeah, I got to get out. $4 loss. Very small loss, but it was time to get out. There's nothing we can do there. We just got to bail out when we can. Still looking at Mara here. Mara's strong. I'm not hating Mara. Here it is right here, guys. My bad. Yeah, y'all go sub to our channel. There's the link right there for it. Y'all go check it out. I mean, I'm looking at MARA here. Mara bouncing, looking pretty strong. Alright. Yeah, I took a little trade off stream just to ease my mind a little bit with it. We got out a little bit more there. We're riding UAVS up. We're going to see if we can break 290s, and if not... We got out of most of the shares here. I'm going to hold these 25 shares to see if we can let these really work. See if we break 5s with this 25 shares. 489s. We get down to 487s on the ask. We gotta bail out of this rest. There's 49s. Bail out of the rest. 88s. 89s. Yeah, we gotta get out there. Alright, we got out. We still made some money with it, but small. Okay, well, I made money on the other way try. But hey, we both made money on both ways. You still profited, I still profited. I made my money back on it. We're up $18 on the day on UAVS. Easily the biggest gains we had today. And the reason I got in is we had this double bottom here. Or this triple bottom close to it. Really what it was, and I'll explain to you guys why I decided to get in this, is that we had a low here. Just to show you guys, like we had a low here. And then we had a low here. And then we had a slightly higher low right here. Right on this down wick, you can see this is the candle I bought into, and then it's really easy because my risk is tiny. So like for instance, if the stock breaks below this level now right here, I can just get out. You know, the stock breaks under this, I'm out, and it gives me a very tight risk, and it allows me to have a decent reward target with a small risk, and like that's really what it was. So I hope that makes sense. That's really, at least that's what I got into there. SNDL, yeah, cannabis. Man, yeah, SNDL ripping up. 50 cents is right above us. I think that's the next stop here. EYEG for the curl up. Yeah. EYEG. Interactive Broker's good? Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I've never used them. I've heard good things about them, though. But, yeah, I've never personally used them myself. Look at NES, guys. NES. Crazy, crazy moves. There's 430s. Alright, so UAVS is pulling back down to the VWAP here. So this is an interesting pullback for UAVS. Look at the pullback to the VWAP, and yeah, look at the bounce here. So this is what these are my favorite trades to get into. The problem is I don't know if I want to push it too much here because I've already gotten to so many bounce plays that I don't know if I want to push it too much. But this is, you know, this is the strategy I talked about in my weekend video where we got the VWAP, we got a major support level line up, and then we got a pretty tight risk underneath this here for it. Alright, so yeah, there's the pullback to 460s. Like I said, based off of extension, I just didn't know if I like this one now for UAVS here. The volume to follow it up was good, and if we reclaim the VWAP and then pull back to it here, I think I like that even more. But we're gonna have to wait and see. Alright, there's 460s. So it is reclaiming it here. Hey, yeah, I'll take that too, try. Alright, there's the reclaim here. Like I said, the reclaim and the retest of 460s. I don't hate it. It might not even give us time to reclaim it here, man. Wow, look at 470s, 475s. Look at UAVS, guys. This thing's making moves. NES is also another one that's going absolutely crazy here. We'll come back to UAS. NES pulling back. Big moves, big volume, low float. Mara. Yeah, Mara's pulling back to the VWAP here as well. Alright, here goes UAVS. Like I said, we're going to watch for the pullback to 460s, and then we're going to buy into it slowly. We're going to get into 25 shares there. We're going to add some more on the pullback to 465 if we get it. There's 470s, 469s. I'm going to add some more there. We're in with 50 shares. And then if we break underneath this 450 level, we just got to get out. Yeah, I've heard IB is really nice. I've heard IB is really solid. Alright, so we got the retest of the VWAP. We bought it. We're going to see what we get now. Yeah, I heard Cobra was really good too. I've heard a lot of good things about Cobra. Okay, there's the initial spike here. 75s. I don't like the fact that it's taken so long up there, to be honest. Let's see if we get another squeeze. 74s. Ah, see, yeah, I didn't like the fact that it was taking so long. And there's 71s. So we can maintain up here now. Alright, 69s. We'll let it test and work here, but OCGN. There's 71s, 72s. 73s. See if we can break that 74s. Get over 75 now is what we want. It's taking too long to hit this though. I mean, I like the trade, but the longer it takes, the less comfortable I get. Either way, it's still right around my wheelhouse with regard to like P&L. So we're still good, but yeah, we use 67s or we use 68 as our risk. We'll let it test. There's 70s. 69s. Yeah, so since we're break even, I mean, I could get out, but yeah, I'm going to let it test now that it broke above. 71s, 72s, 74s. There we go. I'm going to sell half there just to protect the trade. And so we still got 25 shares left. We're going to let this little baby position work for us here. 73, 74, 75s. My chart's frozen. The level 2 says 75s. Yeah, my chart's frozen. That's weird. There's 73s. We got a new candle form. I like this new candle because I think we got a nice range to hit. What's up, bud? What's up, man? There's 73s, 74s. We'll come back to it. What else we got, guys? This is taking too long. Mara still holding. Yeah, this is what I call a rebound bounce setup, and if you can just milk it for that little bitty, you know, range here in between the bounce and the highs, then it just works super well. There's 75s. $77s, nice. Yeah, we got out of there. But another green trade in the books, so we made it work. But yeah, this is what I call a rebound bounce. I'm starting to consider calling it a reclaim bounce because when you form a low like this under the VWAP and then you push back up and then pull back to the VWAP level, I dip buy on these pullbacks and then ride it up, especially when you got the VWAP and the support level at 464 right around the same area. I don't know, I just see that as very strong. You know, when it looks really weak like this and has big volume come in and then breaks underneath the VWAP and then completely reclaims and retests the VWAP, I call it a rebound bounce because it rebounds back above the VWAP and then bounces. It works really well. It's a strategy I've used for years now, really, at this point. What did NES end up doing? Yeah, look at NES just dumping down. Yeah, we're still looking at NES here. AWX is kind of showing up on the scans. AWX. Still weak. I mean, Mara did the same thing. Mara held. And one of the overarching points of my videos this weekend was that whenever the VWAP and a major support level line up to the same spot, that it just gives it a lot more support to follow. And so here's a good example of 10. You can see this bounce really nice, this bounce really nice. And if you guys want to see the video I uploaded this weekend, like I said, these videos that I'm putting out, I'm really breaking down the different systems and strategies I use in the market. And so here's the video. I'll title it the penny stock strategies that work. There's the link right there, y'all check it out. I haven't even traded futures yet. Let me log in. What's the market doing today? Yeah, there's Mara bouncing up some. Alright, I am in this. We're gonna try to get out. Yep. Alright, so we ended up getting out of this. So I did nail a futures trade just now. And we ended up getting out of this for a $62.50 win. And so you can see we are up $62.50 in futures. And we'll come back to it, but we caught a quick little win on futures right there. trying to get out of this futures trade here, but we're not getting filled. I'm gonna have to market out of this thing. Yeah, we just marketed out. So we are up 100. Real quick, we are up $100 on the ESH1. The ESH1 is the correct instrument that I'm supposed to be using on Top Step. Let me be sure of that real quick. The ESH1. Sometimes. Sometimes I use the 3-bar play. I'm pretty close, Tiny. Alright. Yeah, we're still looking at GVO here. Look at like AMPE's kind of climbing back. Mara did bounce at the $10 level. Look at Mara. Or yeah, look at AMPE. Look at that. Alright, cool. Yeah, here's the SPY itself if you're looking at the regular market. We're still trading some penny stocks though. We're just looking for some stuff now. VMAR. Look at VMAR, guys. Vision something. Rip it up big. Sitting at 1620, 1630s. Alright, here's VMAR pulling back some. Look at KOPN, maybe. This is a little bit too expensive for me. KOPN, still pushing up. SDC, AWX. Still slow. I mean, I'm still looking at Mara, for instance, MARA. It's still bouncing at the VWAP. So yeah, so far we've made money on Mara and UABS mostly. LMNL, look at LMNL. What did NES end up doing? So LMNL, I mean, this one's still below the VWAP and it's looking weak now, but if this one reclaims the VWAP and then pulls back to it, it could be really, really profitable. And so if this thing can reclaim the entire VWAP and then pull back to it, again, it could be super profitable here. And yeah, guys, like I said, y'all hit the subscribe button. If you haven't already, we do this live for free every day. An interesting stat, like 40% of the people that watch this stream are not subscribed. Hit the subscribe button, guys. Even if you hate me, I might lose. You can make fun of me, you know? Hit the subscribe button. You know you want to. Everybody does it. Cool kids, popular kids, just try it one time, you know? Just try it one time. Hit the subscribe button. See how it feels, you know? Hit the subscribe button, guys. You know you want to. Everybody does it. Hit the subscribe button. Click the bell. Now that I'm done messing with y'all about hitting the subscribe button, be like the cool kids. Just try it one time. Popular kids, I heard they're hitting the subscribe button. You know, I'm going way back to the 90s Dare commercials. Edit, looking alright. Still looking at UAVS, and again, I still think it's strong here. I like the fact, again, it reclaimed the VWAP and then it held, and it's still pushing up some. Yeah. Also, guys, if you want to trade futures with me, you can check out Top Step. And Top Step's really dope because what Top Step does is it's a funded account program for futures. And I know what y'all are saying already. Y'all are saying, I don't trade futures, I trade penny stocks. And like, I understand that. But one of the beautiful things about Top Step and the beautiful thing about the futures market as a whole is that there's no PDT rule. You can day trade as much as you want. You get instant settlement. On the platform I'm using, which is Top Step, there's no commissions. There are some fees, but there's zero commissions. That, you know, the fees are come from the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. But the point is that when you trade futures, you're just trading the momentum of a certain market, whether that be the S&P 500. This is what I made my $100 with today. I shorted this momentum. And if you look at this, there's momentum to exploit in this. There's no PDT rule in futures. I describe futures as like heaven for experienced traders, because it really is. One of my most common questions I get is, how do I get around the PDT rule? You know, or how are you day trading as much as you want? One of the ways is I'm using futures, which is Top Step. Now, with Top Step, it's a funded account program for futures, and so they give you a demo account. It's subscription based. The base one is only $120. It's the cheapest funded account program I've used, and they give you a 30K demo account on that base package. If you can make $2,000 on that demo account and then pass phase 2 while following their rules, they fund you that $30,000 as a professional proprietary futures trader with an 80% profit split. You get to keep 100% of your first withdrawal with them. And they're regulated in the US, and they've paid out to their profitable traders this year in 2020 over $2 million. So they've paid to their traders over $2 million this year. They funded over 3,000 traders this year. And I think it just makes a lot of sense if you don't have that much capital, but you know you're a good trader and you're trying to get funded. I think it makes a ton of sense. And so if you want to check it out, help support your boy here. I am going to be biased though, because I make a commission if you sign up, and so obviously I'm going to be biased in their favor. But again, regulated in the US, makes a ton of sense in my opinion. And if you want to check that bad boy out, here's the link. Y'all check it out. Help support your boy here. And like I said, trading futures is just like trading stocks. Okay, in most ways, right? Like if I want to buy, I buy market. I could sell market. I could buy the bid. I could sell the ask. You know, I could look at this chart, but really I just watch the SPY. And it's not like options. People think it's like options just because it has contracts. The only difference is the sizing. So one contract equals 1250 every tick up or down, right? On the E-mini specifically. So on the E-mini, which is basically trading the S&P 500, every tick up or down is $12.50 in profit or losses. And so if I have two contracts, every tick up or down is $25. And so if I have two contracts and it goes against me one tick, I lose $25. If it goes towards me two ticks, I make $50. That's how futures work. Very simple. And again, no PDT rule, lots of leverage. Cheapest funded account program I've used. Y'all check it out. It's called Top Step. The link is right there. Actually, I'll pin the link to the top of the page if you guys want to see it. There you go. I pinned it to the top. Y'all check it out. I'm still looking at UAVS though. Still watching UAVS here. We're going to see if it holds now for UAVS. We'll see if it holds at like 470, 460. I still don't hate it. But do I like it enough to buy it? Probably not. WBAI. Hey, we got a cup and handle pattern. Here's the U. We got the pullback to the VWAP at 550. I don't hate it. I'll say that. It's way too extended for me to want to trade it, but I don't hate it. I don't hate the strategy that is. U stock trade has no PDT and instant settlement. Yeah, but the good. Hey, I appreciate the 199 super chat, Tolga. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Shout out to my man here, hitting me with that $2 donation, man. Thank you, sir. I really do appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Seriously. Shout out to Tolga, my man. Appreciate the love, brother. Really do. Like I said, I appreciate any support we can get. We're just a free resource and community, and sure, we supplement our income here with affiliate links, obviously, like every other YouTuber. But we don't sell anything ourselves, and you know, we don't charge people for our content like a lot of people do. And so any support we get, we definitely appreciate it. So shout out to my man Tolga. I definitely appreciate it. If you lose the account, you can either reset it or you can just stop using them, you know. Hey, I appreciate that, Tolga. Thank you, man. Yeah, but going back to Colin, he said U-Stock trade has no PDT and instant settlement with no leverage. And so the beautiful thing about Top Step is that if you pass it, they give you $30,000, you know, to trade with, right? On U-Stock trade, the commissions add up. They say they're $1 per share or per trade. It's much more than $1 per trade. They kind of screw you over on the fills, in my opinion, with U-Stock trade. And I've used U-Stock trade a lot. I've posted review videos of them. The problem with U-Stock trade is they don't give you any leverage. The fills are terrible, absolutely terrible on U-Stock trade. Like, you're gonna lose money if you try to trade on U-Stock trade a large majority of the time, in my opinion, just because the fills are just bad. They do charge commissions, and you get no leverage. And so for me, it's not favorable. Top Step is much more favorable. They give you leverage, they fund you, 80% profit split, no PDT rule. They teach you how to be a better trader. Like U-Stock Trade, I don't see a need for U-Stock Trade anymore in penny stocks. Once penny stocks platforms started offering zero commissions, I don't see a need for U-Stock Trade anymore. Like, I wouldn't use U-Stock Trade. You know, it just doesn't make any sense. And the reason for that is because they charge commissions, they give you zero leverage, their charting is terrible, the fills are bad. U-Stock Trade is just not where I want to go. Yeah, most penny stocks, a lot of penny stocks you're not going to get to trade. It's just not favorable for me. KOPN. Yeah, KOPN's ripping up. It doesn't have any clear enough levels for me to really get behind right now. Maybe 213s, but like it doesn't have any clear enough levels for me to get behind right now. Yeah, it's sitting at 230s. It's, you know, 215 is the only level. So aside from that, there's just no pullback zones. Maybe down to 225. Quarter dollars do hold sometimes, and so look for a pullback to maybe 225. But again, for me, not really what I want to do. There's 225s, and like I said, maybe we could get involved with that, but it's not. There's not enough odds of success for me to really want to take it. And UAVS did do what I thought it would. Again, this is what I call a rebound bounce, and when it's when it reclaims the VWAP and then pulls back to it. Getting in on that dip buy entry, like right here, works like a charm. It really does, especially when you have like a confirmed level around this all too. It just works really well. Riot, Mara still. Yeah, I made some money on Mara today. Riot. Bitcoin must be pushing up, no? Yeah, Bitcoin's kind of been pushing up all day. Let me see when this happened. Alright, so Bitcoin has been rebounding all day, I guess is the word. So we're watching it. Look at SCKT, guys. SCKT ripping up too. Pretty extended as well. Not enough volume for SCKT, but it is moving some. So SCKT at 280s. Nade. Here, check out Top Step. I mean, Top Step's gonna teach you how to be a better trader. I think that Top Step is a funded account program, and so it's like they're gonna give you a demo account, and if you prove you're profitable with that demo account, they're gonna fund you the same amount that demo account is. And so if the demo account's 30K, they're gonna fund you 30K if you prove you're profitable with them. So it's a little bit different, but that's who I use with futures. Never used anybody else, so I can't say good or bad where to go if you don't want to use Top Step. Still looking at like WBAI here. We're waiting. WBAI did do the cup and handle pattern. Wow. So we did get the cup and handle pattern for WBAI. Like I said, for me it was just too extended, but beautiful cup and handle pattern. And this is a pattern and a strategy I've been talking about for the last few weeks consistently. If you guys have been here the last few weeks, I've talked about how profitable this cup and handle pattern has been lately. And here's the cup, here's the handle. Beautiful pullback entry to that 550 level would have been solid. Obviously I didn't take it, but it's the same strategy I've been preaching, so. Still looking at IZEA, still trying here. IZEA, smaller range. We'll see if it holds over 127 now. CLVS never did much. UAVS is pulling back down to that level now. It's not terrible. something good just happened in the SPY, man. The SPY is ripping up big here, guys. The SPY is ripping up huge. Wow. Alright, so I'm nailing the SPY, guys. I'm nailing the SPY here. And I'm out. Whew. $312 scalp there. I got in with like 3 contracts. I'm trying to get funded as fast as I can. But we called it out. I told you guys the SPY was ripping up big. And I was able to short into that resistance at that quadruple top the SPY has. So like here's the SPY itself. Look at this quadruple top right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, quadruple top. And so I shorted into that big level, and we were able to profit. And like I said, this is the futures market team. But we were able to hit that and make some money with it. Don't we all, Mambo? So here's the SPY pushing back up to that level. I don't know if I feel confident enough to short back into it yet. Hey, thank you, Paul. Hey, thanks, man. I look at EYES and penny stocks. EYES is breaking over levels, but there's too low a volume. I'm still looking for some penny stocks to trade. Surf isn't really that bad. I mean, it broke out of this range here and at 930s. It broke out of the range. I'm jumping back into the SPY here. We're in with 1 contract on the SPY. I'm just going to see if we can break down, follow through. We're break even, we're up small, 50, 25. All right, we're out. So we just made another little $30, $40 win from the S&P futures contract. We were up 337 on Top Step today. Still grinding our way up, trying to get funded, but WBAI with a big pullback to the 260s now, guys. Big pullback to the 260s or the 560s for WBAI. So watch it. I mean, with this big pullback, it's going to come some momentum either on the upside or downside. I think it's probably going to be on the upside, but it might not. And so there's a little bit of a rebound real quick. Still looking at UAVS, still very strong, still gliding up there for UAVS up to 485s, guys. Look at UAVS sitting at 480s, looking very strong as well. No, it's 120 a month. Yeah, it's 120 a month until funded, but obviously, like, if you lose, you don't have to keep getting it. It's just, and every month hits, you get a new reset. So it's 120 bucks per month, and every month hits, you get a new reset, right? So if you lose the first month, you can wait until the next month rolls around and then just get another reset and start over, you know? But again, I think that'll teach you how to be a better futures trader too. Yeah, after funding, you get to pay, yeah, so technically it's 150 bucks a month. The 120 is if you go through my link, you get 20% off, or you get 10% off. Or maybe it's Yeah, it's 20%. You get 20% off if you go through my link. Sorry. You get $30 off. But yeah, that is so once you're funded, you only have to pay data fees. So and the commission, both, there's no commissions on the platform I'm using. So like on this platform specifically, there's no commissions, right? But what they are is their fees. And the fees don't come from Top Step itself. The fees come from the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, the exchange where the futures are traded. So it's a little bit different. But once you're funded, you still have to pay the fees. Man, weird. I wonder why it doesn't show my trades. Like, it shows 0 trades today. That's weird. Yeah, I mean, I use Thinkorswim still for my indicators. Like, I don't actually use the Top Step platform. I just use Thinkorswim. No, I just got it, actually. I was just checking it. No, I'll certainly get back to you, David. Just give me a little bit. If I forget, brother, just message me again. I don't mind. So if I forget to get back to you today, just message me later on today. I got you, bro. But yeah, we'll talk. There goes UAVS, push it up. It's at 490s now, 491s, 93s. The next pullback level, guys, is probably going to be 75 if it does pull back. So there's 485s. But again, the next pullback level, if it does pull back, I think I wouldn't hate a dip by to 475, but we'll see. Yeah, WBAI is still moving. I mean, it's still moving. CLVS making moves, ripping up big. $5 might be a wall for UAVS. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate the pullback. It only went down to 480s. I was looking for 475s, but it only went down to 480, which is still fine. It's still a strong move. There's 83s. Maybe we'll get that pullback, but it's still a strong move. And here's what you got to understand about the stock's movement like this, guys. Like, really what this is so you got to look at it as overall sentiment. It's not just big levels, but it's overall sentiment. And so as you get the stock reclaiming the VWAP and then starting to head back up, the natural progression of that stock is actually going to be to pull back some, regain some energy before it makes that final push up to test the previous highs of the day up here at $5. And I'm not saying it will. This thing might just dump down. It might just crash down. But like, the natural progression is going to be a break of these highs, a pullback to gain some momentum, and then a push back up the test. And when it pushes back up the test, it might actually break. It might actually reject at 5. I mean, but still, that's the natural progression where we break over a level, it gets extended, it pulls back to that level, holds us support, and then moves back up to retest those highs up there. That's like the natural progression of it. And again, I'm not saying it's going to do that, but that's just the natural progression of a stock that you want to get used to watching. And a lot of these dip buying opportunities that you see me get into, like a lot of these pullback buys that you see me get into, are those pullbacks when it breaks over a major level and it needs to gain some more, it needs to rest for a second and pull back to gain some momentum. I'm dip buying on those pullbacks, and then I'm scalping quickly on the exit, on the push back up. And so that's really what I make the most money on, if that makes sense. And that's really the system that I'm using, is that I'm looking for major range breaks and then pullbacks to test. Yeah, that's possible, guy. You know, maybe. Maybe not. I mean, all of this is a long way away, you know, but it could. I look at CLVS. I mean, CLVS is still trying to climb its way back. WBAI tried to hold at $6, major support at $6, a whole dollar level. We'll see if it holds. If it doesn't, it might pull back down to this low at 570. Look at CLVS though. CLVS is trying to fight its way back. It's trying to climb back here. SNDL, Mara. Can you please explain what do you see when you look at the stocks? I just see levels. I see levels and areas, you know, and then I use those levels and areas and the breaks of those levels and areas to judge an overall sentiment of a stock that we can exploit. Like that's all it really is. So I'm just looking for ranges to break. I'm looking for sentiment. So I'm looking for like higher highs, higher lows that signify bullish, you know, upward strength, or lower lows, lower highs signifying bearish strength. And so I'm using levels to judge an overall sentiment, and then I'm trying to exploit that sentiment with like pullbacks to those support levels and stuff like that. It's hard to explain. SNDL and Mara. Yeah, SNDL rip it up big here, guys. Look at that, over 50 cents. SNDL, crazy penny stock here. Look at this. So it's up to 55s, 56. And then you got MARA here, rip it up big as well, making moves. Oh, this has got to be a daily chart, huh? Oh, this is an hourly chart. I see. Man, that's why I was having so much trouble with this thing, man. Alright. Yeah. How do I change the time frame on Top Step? Let me see. This is an hourly chart, guys. How do I change? There goes MARA. It's pushing up to 1075. How do I change this to a minute chart? Anybody? Oh, wait, never mind. I got it. There we go. That's better. All right, never mind. I figured it out. I usually look for 1 minute. I'm a scalper, and so what you got to understand about me is that when I trade stocks, when I trade penny stocks, same thing with futures, I think I'm good at judging the sentiment on a 1 minute chart, and I'm going to have a lot of people that are like, no, you can't judge the trend from a 1 minute chart, and I get it, I understand that logic. I'm taking very short-term positions, and the longer I hold a position, the less comfortable I get. I take very short-term positions. I'm usually holding my trades anywhere between like 30 seconds up to like 5 minutes tops. And so I'm scalping these moves. I'm not trying to marry these stocks. And so what I look for is short-term momentum. I'm not trying to hold the position super long, which is why I'm using a 1 minute chart. The reason I'm using a 1 minute chart is because I'm scalping. To where if I was taking like a longer term day trade trying to attack a specific range or something like that, like a broader range, then I would use a 5 minute or a 15 minute or a 30 minute. But because I'm scalping, I'm using a 1 minute chart, and that's a good lesson on the time frames of your charts should correlate with the time frames of your trading. You know, and so if you're taking a quick 1 minute trade, it doesn't make sense to use a 5 minute chart. Or it doesn't make sense to use a 15-minute chart if you're going to be holding the stock for 30 seconds. You know, same thing as if you're planning on holding the stock for 30 minutes. It doesn't make any sense to use a 1 minute chart because it's only going to show you 1 minute. That's going to be the least amount of information that you want to see. But yeah, MARA, I'm assuming Bitcoin is ripping because we have MARA ripping. And it's not. So maybe it's just the stock as a whole is ripping. SSY, SNDL. EYES, look at SNDL and EYES pulling back to $2. Let's see if it bounces at $2 here. Maybe I'm wrong. Spread's kind of big. It's like a 4-cent spread right now. Yeah, I mean, I wish America loved weed, man. I mean, America does love weed. Everybody loves weed. Most people, at least. But it needs to be legalized already, nationally. Let me see if the... What are they going to do when all 50? Nah, if all 50 do, the Fed certainly will. Alright, so there goes UAVS here. There goes UAVS. Instead of, it didn't pull back to 475, but what it did pull back to is 480, which was close enough. And so there's the pullback, and there's the rip up to test 5, attacking that range. So again, it breaks the range, it pulls back, and then it moves back up to test. And there's the $5 test. For UAVS, it looks like it's about to break 501s. The previous high of the day is at 501. It got up to $5 now. We'll see if we break. Yes, I wait for the pullback to get in. I want to see it. All right, there's the high of the day break on UAVS. So that's how I judge the sentiment, right? So like now with UAVS, it broke out of that range. The next step is it going to hold the range? It broke out of this range. You can see this range here, for instance. So it broke out of this range. Now the next step, is it going to hold now? You know, it broke out of this range. Is it going to hold? You know, and it can fall back under it, like that's fine, but overall you want to see the next 2 or 3 minutes. You want to see if it holds $5, and then if it does, then the next step is moving up, looking at the longer term chart. 515, the lifetime high, at least the high of the last year at 515, right above us. And so if we hold $5, the next step is 515, and so we go up to our next support and resistance level. And if you wanted to, you could target this range between 5 and 515. It might not work, it might crash down, it might just lose. I'm not an investment professional, I'm not liable if you take these trades and lose. I'm just explaining how you target specific ranges and like how you build plans behind those ranges. I'm still trying to find a good one, Annie. I'm still trying to find a good one. I've used a few different ones aside from TradeNet. Like, I still like TradeNet and TAFs. If you're in the U.S., you're just kind of SOL for them. If you're not in the U.S., though, and you want a funded account program for stocks, check out TradeNet and TAFs. They get a bad rap, man. They process withdrawals and payouts on the money I made trading with them last year. And so, like, they pay you out. They just didn't accept you. They just don't accept U.S. clients anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, if you want to check them out, here's the link. It's an educational package technically, but as long as you're not based in the U.S., as long as you live outside of the U.S., almost everybody's approved for the funded account. And with their funded account, you don't actually have to prove you're profitable. Most of the time, a lot of the time, they're just going to give you that 14K account. It's got a 70-30 split with no PDT rule. And so if you make $1,000 net, they're going to keep 700, or you're going to keep 700, they're going to keep 300, and there's that link. Again, it's really good if you're not in the US, if you're in Canada or Mexico or Europe, you can check that out too. I mean, I know of a few for stocks, but I'm just not confident aside from TradeNet and TAFs, I know of a few funded account programs for stocks. But again, to be honest, I'm just not confident enough in them after using them and speaking with them and talking to the people behind them. I'm not going to mention the names of them, but aside from TradeNet and TAFs, which I really like, and I think they're legit, and they've, I think they've proven themselves. But aside from TradeNet and TAFs, I've used a few other of these, funded account programs for people in the U.S., and I just was not impressed with not only the conditions of the funded account program, but also the there was just a lot of weirdness that went on there. Again, I'm not going to say the name of the funded account program. Obviously, it's none of the ones I push. Like, I'll push TradeNet and I'll push TopStep. But, yeah, I'm not going to mention those names. But, yeah, there's the link right there for TradeNet and TEFs if you want to check that out. So, here's the $5 break, guys. And like I said, here's the $5 break. The high of the last year is over $5.15. And so the next step with UAVS is to see if it holds and see if this range follows through. This $5 to $5.15, that 15-cent range. See if that works. But yeah, I mean, that's TradeNet though, Annie. I know you said you didn't want it TradeNet, but TradeNet's the one I know the most, you know. And I've used them the most, and like I said, they get a bad rap. Mostly it's just from other platforms, people. But like, they don't accept US clients anymore. It's unfortunate. I wish I could still trade with them. I'd still be trading a lot of these mid and high cap stocks. Like I said, people get weird, but it's like, look, they allowed US traders to trade for a long time. You know, for a long time, US traders were able to trade with them. And so it's unfortunate that we can't anymore, but you know, it is what it is. Regulation changes. And, you know, I've had a few people send me a few other of these funded account programs for people in the US with stocks. But I haven't actually gotten the chance to try any of them. So if I do, I'll try it on stream. We could try them out one day. If you got any ideas for US-based ones, let me know. All right, so here's $5 again. UAVS is still battling that. Hey, what's up, Laura? Hey, I appreciate the sub. I use Thinkorswim, TopStep. No, Kelvin. I scout futures different than I scout penny stocks. The easiest way to understand is like penny stocks on average have much less liquidity and volume, right? Sure. Okay, so here's the move up. We're breaking over fives. Again, we're testing the 550 range. There's 505s, breaking the lifetime high, trying to break the lifetime high for UAVS. But yeah, I guess my point behind it is that I trade penny stocks different than I trade futures. But I've traded and scalped mid and high cap stocks for years. Like last year, I traded on TradeNet and TEFs, right? And I built up like $8,000, and I withdrew that from my TradeNet account. But I grew it live on this channel. Everybody saw me grow it. And like one of the things is that the futures trading strategies that I use are the same scalping strategies that I used with mid and high caps. And so those work the same. Like mid and high caps and futures, very similar. I target ranges, I scalp momentum, and it just works really, really well. Now, penny stocks is a different animal. Penny stocks are completely different. Usually less volume. They take a lot more work to get behind the stock, to where like in mid and high caps, you know, you're going to be able to see stocks move, and you're going to get to learn different stocks. Like when I scalped mid and high caps, I traded the same stocks every day. I traded AMD, MU, CGC, CRON. I traded the same stocks every day because they had a consistent volume. With penny stocks, they don't have consistent volume. You're not going to learn to trade the same stocks every day in penny stocks, at least not normally. And so the strategies that I use in penny stocks, I take advantage of it's hard to explain. I take advantage of much more momentum pullbacks in penny stocks. It's a little bit different. It's hard to explain. Penny stocks, you got to judge the overall sentiment a little bit more, and you got to watch where strength and weakness comes in a little bit more than futures or mid and high caps. But it's hard to explain, to be honest. Mara, M-A-R-A. Yeah, Mara's ripping up. This is a Bitcoin backed stock. Alright guys, so Mara, we got this pullback. I'm still looking at UAVS to see if that range follows through. We did break the highs. We broke the highs. And now we're getting a big big weakness coming in here. If it can't hold over 5 and rejects, we might have some weakness. It's testing 5s again, so it's testing the bottom of this range, and we'll see if it holds support there or what happens. Alright, so there's the test. What else we got on the scans, guys? I also see like IZEA. Yeah, UAVS is not holding that range at 5. So it failed to break that range. IZEA is still breaking these highs. Look at this. So we'll see if it holds here now. But there's IZEA over up to 136s. I don't know. When I first started out, obviously, I liked trading mid and high caps more. But I've kind of grown to love penny stocks. Mostly because I've been showing a ton of consistency with them. Right? So it's like, I like mid and high caps, but they're just two different things. You know, I've grown to love penny stocks, again, mostly because I've found consistent profits with them. You know, but mid and high caps are always one of my favorite things just because you can more actively trade them. Like when I was actively scalping mid and high caps, man, I might trade 20, 30 times a day in mid and high caps. Penny stocks, I'm not doing that. I might take 5 to 10 a day maybe. But there's just two different things. Alright, so UAVS actually reclaimed that range. Another good thing, like here's another thing about my system, guys. I use wicks a ton with 1 minute charts. So when we have this big up wick or this big down wick, this down wick shows selling pressure or buying pressure because it means that the stock was forced all the way back up here before it closed, which shows strength. It means buying pressure coming in. So when we get a big down wick like this and we reclaim like a whole dollar support level, that's a very strong move in my opinion. Now I'm not going to take it, and it might not work, but it's a very strong move. And so when we have a big down wick like this that indicates buying pressure, that's a really strong move, and a lot of the time we're going to get a subsequent burst in momentum pushing up here, which is exactly what we're getting. We just broke highs. There's 510s, and that's another way I scalp these moves. And I think that's an important part of my scalping system that I didn't really mention in the video this weekend, which is that I use big wicks like this to judge entries. So like when we get a big down wick like this, even if this doesn't work, I would have scalped that move and I would have gotten out. But when I see a big wick like this, it just says, okay, buying pressure is coming in. This thing's probably going to push back up. And like that's something that I do consistently with my scalping on penny stocks especially. So just trying to teach you guys that as well. Yeah, as long as you're not in the US, you should be able to use them. There's the link if you want to check it out. Yeah, maybe so, 430. Check CRIS. Alright, so yeah, CRIS, we got a U-shaped pattern. The problem with this is that the volume is very, very light. There's just no volume, and with technical analysis, we need volume. If we don't have volume, it's useless because in order to have people buying at the support levels you want, you need buyers. You need buyers to step in and say, hey, this looks strong. I'm going to buy it at this support level. And that's what causes the stock to move up. Technical analysis is self-fulfilling. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, if you will. And so if everybody thinks the stock is going to bounce at $5 and subsequently buys at $5, the stock's going to bounce at $5 because everybody's buying it there. So it's a self-fulfilling thing. And with all of that said, with no volume, you just don't have those buyers and sellers stepping up and stepping in when you need them to. And so volume is crucial. If I'm trading penny stocks, I need good volume. And if we don't have good volume, I'm not going to trade it because you need volume in order for the patterns to fulfill. We got SNES. So today we had Nintendo and Super Nintendo. SNES and NES showing up here. Here's NES. Didn't really do much. But now we got SNES. It's up to 170s, 180s here. So we'll watch it. You're probably using the wrong order, Putz. Just even if it hits it by 1 cent, it might not work. It depends on what kind of order you're using. But yeah, it really just depends on the order. EYES ripping up big here. There's 225s. Look at eyes, guys. So Eyes has got some volume coming in now. It's got about 100, I'd probably say on average 100K shares traded per minute here for EYES. So looking very strong. Hey, nice SE. Hey, welcome, brother. Happy to have y'all here, man. Yeah, like I said, y'all hit that subscribe button. Let's break 300 likes today. We need 11 more. Y'all hit that like button, team. If you're using limit orders, I mean, it just depends on which limit order you're using. But yeah, sometimes you're not going to get filled. It depends on the liquidity. It depends on a lot of different stuff. It's another reason why volume is important. But look at EYES here, team. I don't hate this little pullback to 220. It's got a big range, though. Should I buy this? Thinking I'll pull back here, maybe. I'm certainly watching this at 220. We're going to see if it holds now. Hey, thank you, Fadi. I appreciate that, brother. Welcome, babe. Yeah, Mambo mentioned Eyes, too, so yeah, appreciate it. But yeah, we're getting some volume. We just need to see if it pulls back to 220. I don't hate it. We're still watching UAVS here just to see if that range follows through. And still trying. But, we're watching it, to say the least. Alright, there's 506s. There's the range on UAVS. Neat. Yeah, Neat needs more volume, but it's not a bad long-term hold, you know. I don't know. It's not really my game, so to speak. It's not really my style of trading. WBAI looking okay. UAVS still not doing much. Yeah, that's usually what I do. Like, limit orders are fine. I wouldn't say use a market order. I don't want people to copy market orders for me. Market orders are just something that you'll see me use sometimes, but it's not a good habit to get into, and it's honestly a bad habit that I have, is using market orders. And so I think you need to learn to trade with limit orders, and if you want to get out immediately, you jump in on the bid price. Because the bid price should get you filled like a market order, but it's going to be more protected than, say, an ask price or a market order. You get in on the ask, it's going to be the hardest to get filled if you're profiting. If you're going long, getting filled on the ask is going to be the hardest exiting order to get filled at, just because it's what the buyers are asking, right? They want to get filled on the ask. The bid is what the sellers are bidding on, so that's what the sellers want. And so if you jump out on the bid, if you're going long and exit on the bid, you should get filled almost immediately. And vice versa for shorts. If you're going short, it's just the complete opposite. SNES, yeah, SNES is strong. Look at this, it's at 190s here. Still looking good. We're gonna watch it regardless. Looking pretty strong. Yeah, well, market's certainly easier, but selling on the ask is going to take a lot longer because that's what the buyers are asking. You know, that's how you remember it too. It's like the ask is what the buyers are asking, and so if you're trying to sell using that's opposite. The bid is what the buyers are asking, and so if you're trying to sell on the bid, you're trying to sell at what the buyers want. I got myself too confused. Okay, so the bid is what the buyers are asking to exit at. The ask Or no, the ask is what the buyers are asking to exit at. The bid is what the sellers are bidding. Does that make sense? So like, the buyers are trying to get out on the asking price because it's the highest price. So it's going to take the longest to get filled. The sellers are trying to sell you stuff and bidding for it. And so if you jump out on the bid, you'll get filled immediately, basically, because it's the lowest price. That's what the sellers want. Or that's what the sellers are want. They want to fill you at the bid because it's the best price for them. That makes sense? It's hard to explain. Yeah, that's... Sorry. I think I had it backwards. Point remains behind all of it, though. The bid is the lowest price. So if you try to exit on a bid, you're going to get filled immediately. The buyers are bidding... Yeah, I had it so messed up. I'm sorry. I've been streaming for 4 hours now. No, you're actually right. Point is, I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you want to exit a long position, if you exit on the bid, you're going to get filled immediately. If you exit on the ask, it's going to take a lot longer because that's what the sellers are asking to exit. I had it completely backwards. Buyers are buying on the bid, sellers are selling on the ask. The sellers are asking a specific price, the buyers are bidding on a specific price. That's the correct way. I don't know why I said it the wrong way before multiple times. My bad. I've actually had to explain it to somebody before, and that's exactly how I explained it, which is that the buyers are bidding on specific prices, like they want to get filled at specific prices. The sellers are asking specific prices for it. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically how it goes. Like I said, think about it like this, right? The buyers are sitting there bidding on orders. So the buyers are sitting there bidding on different orders, right? They want to get filled at the cheapest possible price. And so the bid is going to be one of the cheaper possible prices that might get filled right now. The problem, though, is that if you're buying and you're trying to enter on the bid, that's the cheapest price right now. That's going to give you the best fill, and that's not going to be an easy fill to get because that's what all the buyers are bidding on. It's the cheapest fill. It's the best fill you could possibly get. And so sure, if you put out a bid order, if you put out a bid limit order, it's going to take you a little while to get filled because that's what the buyers are bidding. That's the best possible price at that moment in time. And vice versa for sellers selling on the ask, you know. And so if you're trying to sell, if you try to sell on the ask, that's what all the other sellers are asking too. And so it's going to take a lot longer for that order to get filled. Now, if you try to sell on the bid, that's what the buyers want. And so that is going to get filled immediately. And if you try to buy on the ask, that is what the sellers want. And so that's usually going to get filled immediately, right? That is the correct way. Sorry, it took me a little while. I got them mixed up, but that is actually the correct way. So remember that last one. Sorry it took me so long. I've actually had to explain this a bunch of different times to people, and that's always how I explain it. I just got it mixed up the first few times, I guess. But yeah, point is, you can either sell on the bid and get an immediate fill, or you could sell with a market order and get filled at almost the exact same as selling on the bid. The difference, though, is that when you sell on the bid, you're going to get filled immediately, and you're going to be protected by a limit order most of the time. As opposed to if you try to sell on the asking price, it's going to take a lot longer, or if you sell a market order, it's going to be, you're not going to have that limit order protection, which is important. And so when I buy the dip, sometimes you'll see me either get in on the asking price, or you'll see me either get in on the asking price to get an immediate fill, although it's going to be a worse fill, or you're going to see me just market into it. But yeah, SNES pulling back to the VWAP here at 180s. So SNES is dropping. We'll see what happens at 185. We're watching it for sure. Alright, so UAVS never held at $5. We're still watching this one's movement here. What do you guys think about a pullback here? I don't know if I like it, but I'm judging it based off of extension, and I don't hate a pullback to this 480 level. Maybe right here. EYES. So I am looking at a few trades to potentially get into right now. We're watching EYES here. We're going to see what happens here. It's sitting at 213s. Watching it. Maybe a pullback to like 205 we'll consider, but who knows. NXTD. Alright, so UAVS is pulling back up here. Man, I was thinking about 180s, but or 480s, but I just talked myself out of it. Look at that, SLGG showing up on the scanners. EZPW showing up on the scanners. KOPN showing up on the scanners is at 240s. KOPN, looking solid, looking strong. Thanks, Mambo. Everybody went to launch. Traders got to eat too. Yeah. We're still waiting. I mean, I'm waiting for some stuff. ATEX, if you like mid and high caps. SCC, WBAI. And look at WBAI here. This one's just looking really weak and extended. Hey, that's right, 3. How do I feel about SNES 2 or 3 days from now? I don't know, man. Maybe. I mean, I'll like it a lot more if it gets like some volume rolling in and starts to just break highs and closes strong. Then I'll like it a little bit more. CCRC. Yeah, we're watching CCRC here. I was watching UAVS. I never quite got the dip buy I wanted here for it. But we did get a dip buy, but just not what I wanted. Alright, so here goes. Yeah, I mean, I was really close to dip buying this one too. I wanted 480s. It got down to 485s, and maybe it'll move back up. And now it's testing 5 again, and it's getting a little choppy. We're watching it still, but I don't know. Eyes. Hey, you've been saying that all day, though, Tri-Breed. Yeah, EYES, $2 is the line in the sand for me. We're going to see if it holds there or not. LAZR. What does it mean? It just means it's extended in one way. Laser. Yeah, laser's ripping. Hey, nice 430. Yeah, extended just means that it's too far in one direction. It's going to correct. Think about it as like movement and corrections, right? So you're going to have a big move up, and then you're going to have it correct a little bit and pull back down. And then you're going to have a big move up, and then you're going to have it correct a little bit and move back down. You know, or sometimes it's just going to rip down and break lows and look really weak. But it's just, think of it as a correcting flow, right? Move up, big spike up, small correcting pullback, big spike up. Like, that's how they move. And so that's what you're trying to judge when you trade stocks. What else we got, guys? I mean, I'm looking at a few of these. Still waiting for my moves here. Still watching UAVS. Hey, and y'all hit that subscribe button, guys. If you haven't already, click the sub button, click the notification bell, turn on notifications. If you click the bell right next to the subscribe button, you'll get an alert anytime we go live or drop a new video just like this. And so if you appreciate completely free day trading content, guys, hit that subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications. We do this completely live every single day for free on YouTube. Laser CEO is a billionaire teenager set to do big things. LAZR. I mean, yeah, we'll watch it. I don't get behind hype though. I mean, hype might be okay. Look at NK. NK still pushing up here. It's at 417s, 418s. BP effectives? No idea, bars. Hey, now you're good 430. I'm just messing with you, bro. Yeah, I mean, the SPY is, you know, the SPY is weak. But, I mean, I don't know. The SPY's actually heading back up. It's just, the reason I have it traded, like, if you look at my futures account, I'm up 337 on the day. So, beautiful day here for futures. But, if you look at the SPY itself, like, I was getting ready to trade the market, but it just didn't follow through with any of these moves. And so it just kind of creeped back up, and it's kind of sideways. This is a sideways day of the market. These are usually when I try not to trade as much. Because, like, even though the range here is big, it's still sideways. You know, we're still middle range. And, like, I'm just not trying to attack that. It's harder to exploit. So, a lot of trading is just taking advantage of subtle nuances that you could profit from. And when the stock market is choppy like that, it's harder to take advantage and spot those nuances. You know, BFT sitting at 1450. We're watching that. Big rip. Big break over 1430. Hey, what's up, Junk? Now that you're getting more views, more haters, keep putting in good work. Yeah, I appreciate it. Like I said, man, most of my haters, they revolve around two different types of people. And it's understandable when you think about both of them. Really, I guess 3 different types of people. One of them is the conventional guru who is mad that I'm giving away trading content and discouraging people from buying overpriced courses. The second group are people that have thus paid for those courses already, and they desperately need to justify those expenses. So if you spend $2,000 on a course and then you see somebody like me over here giving away content for free like this, that might make you feel some type of way about it, you know. And so that's another group of people that are hating on me. And then the third are just, you know, people that get insecure because they didn't do much. You know, they haven't done much with their, you know, stuff. They're mad that they didn't create a community, and so they're mad, and you know, then they criticize me. But it's cool, because like I said, it must suck to be a hater, because you just got to watch us grow, you know. Because if you're a hater here, you got to watch us just grow larger and larger. See our following get bigger and bigger. You know, see our trades get better and better, you know. Nah, I'm taunting a little bit. Love you all, guys. I really do appreciate the support. Happy to have you all here. Definitely appreciate the supporting members we got. Yeah, like you said, yeah, the days of paid courses are almost over with. And like I said, I've predicted like 4 years. I mean, listen, you're always going to have like people that have, you're going to have like huge traders, like, right? Like you're going to have traders that have like 1 million subscribers. They might always sell a course, you know, or a service. Like that's inevitable. That's going to happen. You know, it happens in any niche across any, you know, sector of business. Like there's nothing you can really do about that. But I think the part where small traders start to try to sell overpriced courses, that's over with. You know, and I think those are the same people that are a little insecure about it, which is why a lot of the time they criticize me. You know, I get a lot of people here. I get a lot of people in my comment section that claim to be 30-year trading veterans, you know, and I think they get mad because they're trying to sell their own courses, and like I'm over here giving it away for free. You know what I mean? And so it is what it is. You gotta love it though, and I think the time of paid courses is done. I use Top Step. If you want to check out Top Step, you can see this link. For those asking what trading software I use Top Step. That's right, Fatty. And that's the way I view it, man. Like my mentality with this whole YouTube thing as a whole, really, this whole YouTube thing as a whole. My mentality with this is really like, listen. I understand that it's like, sure, I could sell a course, and I could sell a service, and I could be a coach and make money from that, and I could sell all these different things, right? And you know, maybe I could. But I think that the followers that I'm going to gain from being free and the respect that we're going to get from being free overpowers the potential monetary gain from that. And I think I'm going to make more money in the long run from a free channel that I am going to be turning people away, charging people a ton for different content, right? And like, that's the way I look at it. And that's really like I said, like we had a subscription based, it wasn't we charged like $15 a month way back in the day for all of our trading content. But even then, like I sat there and I was like, you know what? Like it's going to be better for the channel and for everybody else if we just upload all of this for free. And like we had a decent following. Like we had like 30 or 40 like members of our subscription thing. And like in the middle of it, we just said, hey, look guys, we're giving it away for free. We're just going to upload all this for free to YouTube. I think it's going to help the channel grow more, and I think it's going to be better in the end. And like we're going to try to start a movement of free content. And like that's what we did. Yeah. All courses have the same exact readily available information. Yeah, it's all publicly available content at this point. Of course, they want you to believe there's some super duper secret strategy that nobody knows about. But like that's not possible in the trading community. Like sure, you might have a strategy, but like eventually somebody's going to put it out there for free, you know? And most strategies, most content is publicly available. Well, no, he sets a lag even for his followers bars, I'm pretty sure. Hey, yes sir, 430, you know. Hey, that's right. Yeah, I appreciate the support. Like I said, and I really do appreciate the support. It's also for selfish reasons. I've said it a million times, but it's like another reason I don't charge for courses and stuff like that is because it's like I don't want that standard to live up to. Like if I lose, I don't want people being like, bro, you sold me a course trying to show me how to win, and now you're losing. What the heck, John? You know? And I would rather just give it away for free, and that way I could lose every day. I could lose every day of the week, and nobody can get mad at me because it's all free anyway. You know, and I would rather live like that than be stressed out trying to live up to a standard of expert, you know. CL&E doesn't look that bad here, guys. Clean energy. I mean, I don't know what the float is for this one, but it doesn't look terrible. Hey, my man Mambo, I appreciate that, brother. And even becoming a member, though, becoming a member is just a good way to help support our free content. And so, like, sure, like, we've got some exclusive emojis if you want to become a member, you know. But, like, really, it's just a way to help support us. But I appreciate that. I appreciate it, Mambo. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. All right, try. Have a good day, brother. Later, man. Yeah, we're watching CLED. We're watching for a pullback. I'm still watching UAVS. I'm just waiting on moves right now, and especially later on in the day, guys. Like, a really good lesson is, like, you got to wait for the trades to come to you later on in the day. If you try to force it right now, you're going to get hurt in the market, and it's just better to just wait for setups to present themselves. FRSX, push it up a little bit. It's at 180s. We're watching that. What did AIM end up doing? SNES, BFT. EYES. See, it's so slow. See, we did bounce at $2 on EYES though. Here, hold on, guys. I'll be right back. You know, I'm still working, buddy. I'm still working. Don't come in here. You don't have a shirt on. Alright, hold on, let me back out of this real quick. I'm trying to catch back up on the chat. Riot was given. Yeah, for sure. Alright guys, I'm still watching the SPY. I might trade some futures. UAVS never did much. It ended up just rejecting and coming back down here. So we're still watching that. We're going to see what we get with it. Watching UAVS, watching EYES, but nothing yet. It depends, empty. So what you want to understand is, like, if you're trading penny stocks, you'll be able to trade. It depends on the amount of equity. You know, like if you have a $2,000 account, for instance, in penny stocks, if you use a U.S. regulated broker, you're basically going to get around half of that per day. with the T2 rule. So you have to wait 2 days for your funds to settle after every trade. And so if you have a $2,000 account, you can basically use $1,000 in equity one day, $1,000 in equity the next, and by the time the next day rolls around, the equity from the first day is going to be credited. So if you could use $1,000 in equity, you can use a $2,000 account. And if you're trading penny stocks, that's fine. You just got to scale down. So for instance, like I could buy 50 shares of UAVS, and it's going to be roughly 240 something bucks, right? And I can do that roughly 4 times per day. Trade 4 times per day with that $1,000 in equity if I had a $2,000 account, right? If I had a $4,000 account, I could do it roughly 8 times a day and get into 8 trades per day. It just depends on what the size of your account is. And I would certainly recommend just going with if you have that little and you're trying to trade on a US regulated platform, that you trade small and you find a zero commission broker. Yeah, well, I'm not talking about a margin account, sure, but I'm talking about a cash account, brother. So I'm not talking about a margin account. I'm just meaning a margin account. You're gonna have to trade 3 times a week. That's it. You're only gonna be able to trade 3 times max per week with a margin account, and like that's the difference, right? Where a cash account, you can day trade as much as you want as long as you have the equity for it, but a margin account is gonna be restricted by the PDT rule. ANTE, YQ. Look at YQ, guys. YQ, rip it up big here. YQ showing up on the scans. Yeah, if you're trading on if you're trading on a commission broker, though, bars. If you trade like TD Ameritrade has 0 commissions. I can trade as much as I want with no commissions. All right, look at YQ, guys, and look at NK. YQ and NK making rips. We got EDRY. Boring. Still looking at UAVS. I'm still trying to trade, but we got to find some stuff to trade. I'm not going to force it. And I would also be careful about, like, I'm not hating on other streamers on YouTube, but I'm just saying some of them teach you bad things. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to explain. Like, some of them don't actually know what they're doing, and they only recently, you know, started trading a month ago or a few months ago, and so they don't really know what they're doing. They don't really have that market experience. Some of them do, but most of them don't. I don't have to pay monthly to use TD. I mean, yeah, you can't short a stock. When I talk about that, I'm talking about I only go long, I don't short. Shorting is just not worth it because you're going to have to be restricted so much just by wanting to short with a margin account that it's just not worth it. I almost always go long. And sure, if I make enough money, I can switch to shorting, but with shorting, you're going to need a margin account. You're going to need to find and locate borrows. It's just going to be a lot harder, especially for the average new trader. I suggest the new traders try to focus on just going long and not worry about shorting until you have the funds to. Yeah, I still trade futures. Yeah, you can short using leveraged ETFs. So like if you want to short, find the opposing leveraged ETF. I haven't traded futures yet. I'm watching the market. Here's my futures trading today. I'm up 337. But I'm watching the market itself to see if it climbs back up. The market's getting close. I mean, here's the SPY. It's just been in a middle range for so long. Here's 360s. Yeah, that's probably fine, Daniel. I mean, I think that probably works. My bad. Oh, my bad, guys. I'm muted. What I was saying is that I'm certainly going to keep trading penny stocks just because I'm just really profitable in penny stocks right now. I've had one of the longest green streaks I've ever had in any market in penny stocks. I've ended every day green over the last 3 weeks in a day. So over 3 weeks now, every single day I've ended green. I've obviously had losing trades, but I've ended every day green in penny stocks. And so I'm going to keep trading them for sure and try to leverage more with that. Oh my gosh, baby, what the dude, no, man. You're about to make me curse on the stream, bro. Like, don't do that, man. Sorry, Carol snuck in on me.
Sorry.
I'm closing it down. Alright, guys, but yeah, I'm out of here, guys. My wife just scared the hell out of me, man. Freaking me out. About to curse. Oh. I got a booger in my nose, she says. And we'll announce it. Alright.
I didn't announce it, you announced it.
I know, I said I'll announce it. I said we'll announce it. But no. Alright, guys, yeah. Y'all check out Top Step. Top Step is super dope in the futures market. What it does is they give you a demo account, and if you can prove you're profitable with a demo in the futures market, they'll fund you the same amount that demo is. And so the base package is $120 the first month. Through my link, you get 20% off. And then they give you a 30K demo account, and if you make $2,000 on that 30K demo account, they fund you $30,000 as a professional proprietary futures trader with an 80% profit split. They're regulated in the US. They've paid out millions to their traders, over $2 million this year alone. And they funded over 3,000 traders. So y'all check out Top Step. It's the right way to do a funded account program. It's really dope. Here's the link. Check it out. Great way to help support me. I am biased because I post links for them and make a commission. But if you want to help support your boy here, check out that link. You can also go check out TradeNet if you're looking for a funded account program. As long as you're not in the US, unfortunately, they don't accept US customers anymore. But if you're outside the US, their funded account programs, once you're approved for the funded account program, that is, they give you $14,000 in buying power, no PDT rule, 70-30 split, max loss of 700. And instead of having to prove you're profitable to get funded, most of the time, they're just going to fund you as long as you're outside the US. Technically, it's educational packages, but most of the time, they're going to fund you if you're not based in the US. And I'll post that link here as well. Never use Trade Zero. There's the link for that. Y'all check out Benzinga. These scanners have been incredibly helpful, guys. Shout out to Benzinga. Really dope scans. And honestly, like I said, they've really helped improve my trading. Help me find out what's moving in the market. And they're just really dope. They do a lot of different things for you. Check them out. Here's the link. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button to show support, guys. Good luck. We'll see you all later. Love you all, guys. Good luck, and we'll see you next time.